Hello, both sides of the conversation family. We welcome you to this virtual space crafted especially for you. My name is Jada Curry, and I'm both sides of the conversation's marketing director and graphics design specialist. I want to take some time to ground us all as a community into this space we are about to open up in, so let's go through our community standards. Both sides of the conversation is providing a safe and honest space for open conversation, so we ask that you all be respectful of that. We also ask that you be respectful of each panelist, host, and participant. We do encourage healthy debates and conversations. Don't personalize anything with anyone. This includes name-calling, bullying, trolling, or shaming. This will not be allowed or tolerated. Your perspective is yours. It is not a prescription. You do not have to agree, but show respect. These community standards apply to all of our live shows and any virtual spaces that we hold on social media, including YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. We want to make sure that we are caring for each other as a community. This is our priority in all of our endeavors as both sides of the conversation. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's show and continue to stay in touch with us via YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or all of them. All right, thank you for listening and see you soon.
Welcome to Both Sides of the Conversation. I'm Tony Rochelle, your co-host. And y'all know what today is. It's Tuesday. So it's Hidden Gems, where we showcase all our hidden gems in the community that's doing amazing things in the community. Now, today the show is going to go a little slightly different. We got a couple of surprises. But if you want to be a part of Both Sides of the Conversation, tap in with us. Follow us on all social platforms. Make sure you come on our show. If you know somebody that's a hidden gem that's doing amazing things in the community, nominate them because we got it going on here. And we want y'all to come and join the conversation with us. As usual, we're going to go ahead and tap into our current events and all the events that's going on around the community. I'm going to bring up my sister, Shawnee B.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our segment of Hidden Gems. I will be giving you guys the world announcements and then what's going on in the community. Midtown shooting suspect identified. Atlanta police said that the Midtown shooting suspect that killed 2 people and left another one injured was taken into custody at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport in Atlanta. Rashia Kenjan was arrested by the ATF task force officers at a terminal prior to going through security and reportedly had a 9mm Glock in her purse. Check that out. How did she make it through security? Former President Donald Trump sues the federal government. Yes, y'all, he's suing the people he once worked with. He claims the FBI raided his home and violated his Fourth Amendment rights. Well, and also in news, Dr. Anthony Fauci is stepping down from the White House as the chief medical advisor and director. Dr. Fauci is the nation's top infectious disease expert, plans to step down from his role as the White House Chief of Medicine Advisor and National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease Director at the end of the year. That was announced on Monday. And he planned to pursue another career or the next chapter of his career in December. So let's get into our community events. Open house memorial dedication for Lieutenant Governor's desk installation Thursday, August 25th. The information is also linked below from 5 p.m. to 6:30 Masonic Building, 281 Masonic Street, San Francisco, California. Meet and greet with the Honorable Brooke Jenkins, District Attorney, City and County of San Francisco, also Thursday, August 25th at 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. at the Bayview Opera House, 4705 3rd Street in San Francisco. The Black Futures Artists in Residence Program has an open call for new applicants. The deadline is this Friday, August 26th. To apply, the link is below. Recovery Day Voices in Recovery, Friday, August 26th, from noon to 3 p.m. at Brodecker Park, Eddy and Jones Street in San Francisco. Potrel Hill Family on the Green, this coming Saturday, August 25th, from 11 to 6 p.m., 801 Arkansas Street in San Francisco. The Biology of Stress and Trauma, a biocultural journey to healing, this Saturday also, August 25th, at 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., online via Zoom. To purchase tickets, go to their Eventbrite. The information is also below. 2022 Nonprofit Boot Camp, Tuesday, August 30th, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Ruth Williams Memorial Theater. That's 4705 3rd Street in San Francisco. To register, the link is also below. San Francisco Black Cowboys Family Day Parade and Festival, Saturday, September 3rd. The parade is at 11 a.m. at Gilman Park, and the festival is at 1 p.m. at the Bayview Opera House. For more information, contact Reverend Birch. The number is below. Kings of the City Softball Tournament, Sunday, September 4th, 10 a.m. at Gilman Park, 903 Gilman Avenue, and that's in San Francisco. Labor of Love Telethon, National Life Insurance Awareness Month, Monday, September 5th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., 330 Franklin Street, Suite 259. That's in Oakland. The link should also be below. The 15th Annual Abundant Life Health Ministry Network Gathering Symposium for Faith, Healing, and Community, online event, September 10th, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. 12 p.m. And the link is also below. The 2022-2023 Second Annual Kindergarten Kit Get a Box of Educational and Enrichment Support. To receive a free box, sign up, and the link is below, or you can text the number 415-859-5176. San Francisco Smart Money Coaching, free confidential financial guidance for anyone living, working, or receiving services in San Francisco. To schedule an appointment, the link is below. Also, Both Sides of the Conversation is continuing looking for volunteers. We are an organization that works in inspiring and feels good. We make a difference in the community with tangible results to show, and we are a highly driven group of high impact. We get the right things done. We get the right things done the right way. Not only do we contribute to the community, but we also learn a lot and gain knowledge in the field of interest within our organization. So if you're interested, please join us and go to www.bsotc.org. Also, to make donations to Both Sides of the Conversation through the Amazon Smile donation for your eligibility purchases through Amazon, you will have to go to their site and go to smile.amazon.com and choose Both Sides BSOTC as your charitable organization, and donations will go to our organization. Upcoming shows: Thursday Conversation, Thursday, August 25th at 6 p.m. and Sunday Conversation with our youth, this Sunday, August 28th at 3 p.m. Make sure you tune in because it's going to be something to watch. Thank you for our segment of keeping up with both sides of the conversation in the community. And we have a special show. We hope you guys enjoy our hidden gems. Can't hear you, T.
technical problems. That's okay. We still here. We still here, community. Thank you for all the events. There's a lot of stuff going on this weekend, you guys. So tap in with the community. We always trying to keep you in the loop of what's going on. So we hope to see you this weekend. Now, moving on to our Hidden Gems show. We're going to keep the show going. I'm going to bring up one of our other co-hosts that's I have the pleasure to be in the building tonight. How you doing, Yana? Can't hear you.
Hi, hello, community. Happy to be here tonight.
Yana, you want to bring up our special surprise that we have for tonight?
Absolutely. So
you got something to show the community, right?
I do. I have something to share. I love the segment of Hidden Gem. We like to highlight businesses and also individuals that make a huge impact in the community. And this hidden gem that I want to introduce to you all is first a king. Okay. He is a king. He is strong. He's powerful. He's an advocate and he's a warrior for the community. And you know what? That's all I'm going to say right now. So I want to bring up the man of the hour of the next 2 hours, the founder and the executive director of both sides of the conversation, Mr. John Henry the King. All right, give it up for my guy. Come on now. Bring him up here. Bring him up.
What's going on, everybody? Just elated to be here and happy to be back. I was coming back and I had some rough travels getting back, but I'm happy to be back here tonight. Just want to say congratulations to all y'all on the Both Sides of the Conversation team for keeping everything moving. Y'all had some phenomenal shows, phenomenal guests, and I'm just excited to be back. More work to do, more things to grind out as I have rejuvenated. I think I got a little bit of sun. I got a little bit of understanding and has some groundingness there going on, tapping in with Mother Nature. So I'm back and excited to get back to work. We got many, many things that need to get done for community, and I'm looking forward to it and excited.
Yeah. Well, we're happy to have you back, John.
Are y'all really happy? Are y'all really happy?
We are happy.
Tone it down. Break it down. You too excited. You back in the United States of America. Tone it down just a tad. Just a tad.
I'm kind of confused because all the
community. Don't worry about it. Just wait. It ain't your turn. You already had the mic. You already had the mic.
You know what, Tony?
Go ahead,
what, Tony? Mm-hmm. You know what? John doesn't know how to just relax.
We don't.
And just to allow us to do our thing. So, John, tonight, I want you to sit back and relax and enjoy today's segment because it's all about honoring you and the awesome work that you do. So allow us to give you your flowers while you're alive. And
y'all, you know what? I'm gonna take it from you, my Leo Queen. I'm gonna take it from you now. I'm gonna be quiet. That's it.
Thank you. So Tony,
put yourself on mute.
So pull up the video for us so that
I got
so that John can see how much impact he's making and how much people really love him and support his vision in both sides of the conversation. Here we go.
Hi, this is Shaman Walton, President of the San Francisco Board of Supervisors, representing District 10. First of all, I just want to start off by thanking both sides of the conversation for the amazing work that they do in community, highlighting the work of Black San Francisco, the leadership here in Black San Francisco, and making sure that we have a platform and a voice that everyone can understand and learn about what we do here in San Francisco is something that both sides of the conversations provides. So happy second year anniversary. I want to thank John Henry for making sure that Black voice is heard, not only here in San Francisco, but across the region, across the country, and really across the world. What you have done with both sides of the conversation in such a short period of time, getting out the word, getting out the Black voice, is something that should be commended. So I want you to know we're thankful for what you do at both sides of the conversation. I want you to know excited about the future and the growth of both sides in the conversation. Happy second anniversary from the President of the San Francisco Board of Supervisors, your friend, your representative, Shaman Walton. Happy second anniversary.
Hi, John. I just wanted to say that I appreciate your candidness. I appreciate your willing to be trustworthy, even with people that you don't know or haven't known for a very long time. You took a leap of faith on me, and I really appreciate that. Um, I admire your tenacity, I admire your strength, and I admire your determination. This company is, or this organization, I should say, is going to do great things. This organization is moving forward, and this organization is going to be huge. The rest of America will hear both sides of the conversation. So I appreciate you and I thank you. And cheers to 2 years and many, many more. Thank you.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Why do I love John Henry? Because he's solid. You know what I'm saying? Solid dude. You know that you know what I'm saying? Like he really go above and beyond. If he fuck with you, he fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna half fuck with you or not. Like he really gonna fuck with you. Right? He the type he really give you his coat off his back. Like and you know he came through for me so many times. You know what I'm saying? When he even had to. You know what I'm saying? So you know, like I said, you know that's my brother. We've been rocking since you know what I'm saying preschool. You know what I'm saying? And you know that's my day one, and like I said, he real, he solid. You know what I'm saying? And then what I respect about him most is the fact that, you know, he for his people, he's for his community. You know what I'm saying? He a real stand-up guy. You know what I'm saying? Like he really dedicated a lot of time into like the community, like giving back to the community, feeding the homeless. You know what I'm saying? Working with the youth. Dub said both sides of the conversation. Like he go above and beyond. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I be trying to figure out, like, where the hell he get that energy from. But, you know, he really be putting in that work. And I really respect him for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, bro, whatever you doing, bro, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep digging. You feel me? I'm saying, like, just know that everybody see you out here. You know what I'm saying? I see you out here. And we respect the movement, man. Like, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Power to the people. Love you, bro. Stay up, champ.
Congratulations, John, on having the vision to create both sides of the conversation. Such a profound platform that's educating and uplifting our community. Just keep up the awesome work. And cheers to 2 years, and the best is yet to come.
John Henry, I wish you a happy second anniversary at your wonderful position there with both sides of the conversation. It is great to have such a wonderful partner, somebody who makes a difference in communities and in people's lives. Congratulations on 2 years and all the best going forward. All right, my friend, be well.
Hey John, on behalf of everyone, we want to congratulate you and celebrate you today. So happy 2-year anniversary to both sides of the conversation. Thank you for allowing me and all of us to be a part of the team. You're setting an excellent example for younger and older folks. So keep up the good work, and most of all, keep being you.
John Henry, Nate Ford here, San Francisco Rebels. Hey man, I just want to say congratulations on 2 years with both sides of the conversation. You guys have elevated and motivated the Black community like none other. You guys have definitely set the bar and making sure that people are feeling good about themselves. Your segments on Tuesday, we're finding gems all around the Bay Area, not only in San Francisco. Your educational Thursdays, your Sunday conversations are legendary. Man, I'm just happy to be a part of both sides of the conversation, and I'm just wishing you many, many, many more, man. You need more support for your movement that you got there. God bless to you and your staff. I know you guys work hard every day. Again, congratulations on your 2 years.
Hey, John, I just wanted to say happy anniversary, and above all, happy birthday. I pray that you have many more years to come. And I just want to say thank you for both sides of the conversation, because, you know, your vision, it was amazing. No one else has done what you're doing. And not only do we need a voice, but we need our voice to be heard correctly and effectively. Thank you for who you are, brother. You are a remarkable man, and I just pray for many more years to come. Have a great, great day.
Hi, John. It's Big Sis. Happy anniversary. Just wanted to say that from day one, you have been an inspiration I love the way that you give back to the community, the way you respect your people and want so much more for all of us and for all of us to do well. You're not just about talk. You practice what you preach. You love the kids, the community, everything. You're a solid brother, and I love you very much. And I wish you many, 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 many more anniversaries. Love you. Bye.
What's going on, John? Congratulations on 2 years of both sides of the conversation being in operation. One of the things I love about you the most is the love that you have for the communities that you serve and the love for the people on your team. The thing I respect about you the most is that you go get it. Sometimes you have no sleep, you don't care, no excuses. So that makes us have no excuses on our end. Once again, congratulations and stay blessed. Happy birthday.
Happy 2-year anniversary, both sides of the conversation. Congratulations, John Henry. You doing your thing. Thank you so much for the platform. Thank you for caring about community and many more to come. This is the 2nd year. We're taking it all the way to the top to the 50th year. So happy anniversary, both sides of the conversation. I'm your co-host, Pretty Tony. We love you.
Happy anniversary. Happy 2 years anniversary to you, John. I mean, you started off with a wonderful vision, and look at how it has just come to pass. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep making the huge impact that you're making on the community and also on your team. I'm so privileged and honored to be a part of both sides of the conversation. So just keep doing what you're doing. And I look forward to all of the wonderful things that God's going to continue to bless you with and to bless this organization with. Happy 2 years to you, John. Cheers.
Congratulations to John Henry for the 2-year anniversary of both sides of the conversation. I just want to say thank you for allowing us to be part of the team. It has been a great experience so far and will continue to be one. To answer the 2 questions, what do you love most about John Henry? I love how you are a hardworking man. No matter what's on your plate, you find a way to make it happen. And that's what pushes the rest of us to do better. So again, congratulations on 2 years, and it's gonna be more to come.
Congratulations, John, on your 2-year anniversary for this organization. I respect how you're so dedicated to it and how you're always putting in 110%.
Hey, John. Happy anniversary. So, been tasked with answering a couple of questions about you. First off, I think you're pretty dope. I think one of the things that I respect about you the most is that you're real and you straight to the point. You don't cut around no corners. You're just real, and there's not a lot of people out here that's like that. That's gonna tell you what it is and give it to you raw, like they need to be told. That way they can better themselves. You're all about self-betterment and the betterment of others, and that's one of the things I like about you. You really out here trying to make a difference and a change. And again, there's not a lot of people out here that's trying to do that. I guess that's also one of the things that I love about you too, big bro. And again, you already know how I feel about you. I got mad love for you. Happy anniversary again. Talk to you later.
Hi, John. Congratulations on your 2-year anniversary with both sides of the conversation. We are very proud of you, and what I love most about you is as we grew up together, watching you grow into the man that you've become, the father, the grandfather, the community leader, and the executive director of both sides of the conversation. It's just amazing to watch your work ethic and how compassionate you are about people and passionate about the work that you do in the community. I just want to say congratulations, and I am here to continue to support your efforts, the mission of the organization, as well as the future of where we're going. I know we have our brotherly, sisterly spats, but it's always all love, and I got your back. Love you.
Hey, what's up, John? Shout out to you, man, for both sides of the conversation. For 2 years, man, much love to you. I'm out here at the swimming pool party, man, having fun. I know you just came back from Jamaica, though. But much love to you, man, both sides of the conversation. Y'all the best. For real, for real.
Hey, John, it's Christina. Congratulations on 2 years with both sides of the conversation. Wishing you many more years. Thanks for the opportunities.
Hi, everybody. This is Kendall. I just wanted to give a big happy anniversary shout out to both sides of the conversation and say how much I really appreciate John Henry for all that you do for all of us. I really, really, really appreciate, the community that's built with both sides of the conversation and how much you care for us and the community. I love you guys so much. Thank you. Happy anniversary.
Congratulations, John Henry. It's Savion. The reason why I love you is because you look out for me like I'm one of yours. And I really respect that about you as well. Another thing that I respect you for is just being for the people, making sure everybody good, everybody straight, and everybody good to go. And that's the type of person that I want to become to be. So I look at you as a perfect role model. Thank you for everything you do.
Hello, John. I just wanted to say congratulations on both sides of the conversations to your anniversary. I think you are super amazing. I truly enjoy being a part of the team. I thank you for pushing me outside of my comfort zone. And sky is the limit. I just wish you the best on all of your future endeavors. And I know that you'll succeed in all of your goals. Again, congrats to you and your team and the organization. God bless you.
Surprise! Hi, John. This is Tiana Gramillion, the board president of both sides of the conversation. And I just want to say thank you for all that you do. You're a wonderful person. You're full of passion. You love the community. And we all admire your drive and your determination. Happy anniversary to both sides of the conversation. And I'm looking forward to all the things to come in the future. Thank you for everything, John. We love you.
Anniversary, John Henry, both sides of the conversation. I always knew you had it in you, brother. I knew it had it in you. I saw you from the beginning. I saw the day you walked in the door here at Alive and Free Omega Boys Club. I saw you grow. I saw you continue to just, what works, works. What don't work, don't work. You believe in that. So you go off to Job Corps, get your work career together, raise your daughter, and then blossom. Just can blossom into both sides of the conversation. We had a ball having you on the show a little while ago, and I know you feature hidden gems on both sides, but hey man, you a hidden gem. So just keep shining. Just keep shining. Just keep shining. Happy anniversary. This is from Doc and Jack. I'm saying this for Jack too. He ain't here right now, but I know he would say the same thing. Maybe he did his own video. So happy anniversary. 2 years in. Keep it up. 2 years turn to 3. 3 turn to 5. 5. I know. Just keep doing it. Thanks, man. I know you love the community just like we do. All right. Okay. Stay alive and free. Happy anniversary.
Surprise!
Man, y'all always get look. I'm over here in tears, man. Y'all know I'm about to act like I'm gonna be all emotional tonight. Nah, I'm. Oh,
Hold
man.
on, John. Hold on. You can't talk yet. We have something else for you. Just a second.
Okay.
You gotta turn the mic on. Hi, Dad.
What's up, y'all? What's up, Pootie?
Say
I'm my
hi.
look at my. What's up, baby?
Wait. Oh, she ready to spill it all. But we wanted to tell you we so proud of you and all your success and everything that you're doing with the both sides of the conversation. You have an amazing team. We love you so dearly. You're a great father, a great grandfather, and you have a really big impact on the community everywhere, not just San Francisco. Everybody know Mr. Henry. And I love you. And that's why you earned the name King Leo. We love you so much, Dad. Keep doing the great things that you're doing, okay?
Man, thank you. And bring my grandbaby to come see me because I ain't seen my grandbaby.
Yeah, I told Gigi. I'm gonna come over.
Okay. Put your head on, baby. Tell
Thank
Papa I say
y'all.
we
Love
love
y'all.
you.
Thank y'all for supporting me.
And
Love
happy
you too,
belated
baby.
birthday. All right.
All right, the fun is not over yet, John. We still got some more stuff for you. Okay, are you surprised or what? How you feeling,
I'm
King? How you
surprised.
feeling?
My heart is dropping over here. I'm falling out of my chair right now.
Okay, so you got 3 co-hosts tonight. We got some stuff we want to get in your business, okay? Community, ain't nothing stopping. We still doing the same thing that we do every Tuesday. We getting all up in the business of the hidden gem, which is our king, our CEO, John Henry. So we got some questions that we want to ask you.
Go ahead. Ask me the question.
So the first question is, what made you start both sides of the conversation, and what was your vision behind it? The community want to know.
Well, both sides of the conversation was created in response to COVID-19. The amount of resources and needs that was needed in the community. We've needed a way to connect community into our resources. There was, things coming to the community that was presented from City Hall and other organizations. But the community was saying that they didn't get access to those resources. There was, information that was missing. And, that's where the both sides of the conversation theme came, was like, we got to have both sides. If the elected officials, if our community organizations are saying their services and things are available for the community, but the community folks are saying, hey, we don't know where these services at, we don't know. So it just really started off like that with both sides of the conversation. Also, there was just like a huge need, of resource information. For whatever reason during the pandemic, once the shelter in place went in act, folks just couldn't get the communication. We had a number of communication issues across the city. Folks in D10 especially were impacted with Wi-Fi issues, people not being able to connect to the internet, people not being able to find out where the resources was. And at that time when COVID was high, people were trying to find out where do they go to get tested, where do they go to get vaccinated. Some people had to isolate. They needed to know how to get people to get resources to pay their rent. And things of that nature. And that's really what drove the mission. It started with the influence of just knowing people, connecting with people in the community. My advocacy work that I've been doing for 25 years in juvenile, having connections with a lot of folks, a lot of community folks, and not being able to do the work that I was doing in juvenile because at that time they closed down all of the jail facilities. You couldn't go in there and you couldn't do any work. So at that point, connected with my brother Rico, another community advocate, connect with some other community folks, and just really started pushing on how do we impact our community, make sure that our community folks get the resources, the information, the education. And that's really how it all started. And it started moving. And then the hidden gem segment was really about, it really started off because so many people that was doing the work during COVID, boots on the ground, was saying they wasn't happy that, they're putting their lives on the line. The news would come to the community and only people that they would speak to was like the executive directors or leaders of organization, our city officials. And he wasn't giving no respect to the people who was doing the work. So one of the things that we wanted to make sure was that people who was putting their lives on the line, boots on the ground, the actual workers got that notification. We wanted to make it something intimate for community, also to let community folks know these are the people doing the work in the community, so they knew a face, a name to connect with. And that's kind of how the Hidden Gems segment really kicked off. And then during the pandemic, there was so many disparities, so many more issues that the pandemic opened up that was going on in the Black community. So then we started seeing people with small business, Black businesses, brown business, Latin businesses were struggling. There was SBA loans. There was different funding coming to the city, coming through different organizations to help small businesses. And a lot of times they wasn't able to get those resources. And they like, man, we need help from the community. So what we did is we chopped the hidden gem part and made it about businesses too, right? Because Black and brown businesses was suffering. So what we wanted to do was let community know, our Black community, as well as all community folks know that, hey, there are Black and brown small businesses and businesses out there who are still opening, trying to, feed their families and trying to stay afloat. So we wanted to make sure that community know where they were at, what they were doing, and what was their hours of operation, so that they could go and patronize those businesses, so that we could keep circulating money within the Black community. I think it was very powerful. A lot of small businesses came on, and shout out to the community, because a lot of the community folks who watched our Hidden Gem show would actually get behind me. I would go out to these different businesses and purchase things and support them and things of that nature. And it was like, wow, it was cool. And then other people was like, man, if John could do it, I could do it. Let me go spend $100. Let me go spend $50. And then it just kind of evolved into something big. And it was great because we was able to really impact Black businesses. There were so many people who were calling, was like, I didn't even know this business was still open. So we was able to get food. I think some of the small businesses that did food services was able to get small contracts with organizations to help feed families who were up in the projects or up in the hills that really didn't have access to services. They was able to get small contracts for folks who did test positive with COVID to bring food to them and things of that nature. So it was kind of a blessing all the way around. And it just kind of took off from there. And we just started figuring out how do we continue promoting Black businesses, as well as community leaders and community organization folks that doing positive things to impact our community. And that's what really solidified the Hidden Gem segment.
Wow, that is really a vision, and for you to really believe in it and take a leap of faith to go there, and now look where you're at. That's amazing, and you really deserve to be celebrated, because I'm sure, and I know for a fact, that the community is grateful for what you have done, especially this platform. But we got some more questions for you.
Go ahead, definitely. Who else got the next question? Who got a question?
Who got the next question? Shiny B. Okay, I don't think she's ready.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I couldn't get my volume. What is the future of both sides of the conversation?
Wow, the future of both sides of the conversation is really about, how do we really tackle, some of the top main issues in our community that we could be a part of and help really have greater impact, right? One of the things that I look at is, how do we support mental health services? As we all know, in the Black community, mental health is one of the top priorities that we need to address, and it's time to have open conversations like healing. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a therapist, but I believe that we need this. I believe mental health is very much one of the main focuses in our community. So one of the things is, how do we develop some kind of center that we work with, partner with other doctors and therapists. Also, when we talk about food insecurities and housing, how do we partner and work with folks on that level? And then, just the media, right? Keeping our media is like our biggest thing that I want to always, stay focused on. So when we talk about both sides of the conversation, our future looks like having a house location where we can have an office, we can have a studio where we could do our shows, teach young folks how to do broadcasting and live streaming, because having a location is more important than anything, right? The biggest thing in the Black community is ownership, right? And I believe we have to have ownership. So our biggest focus right now is really building a future where we can have an office location where these amazing folks y'all see on here could come in, work, and impact our community. We can find out what our community issues are, continue to address and attack those, but also give our community space. One of the powerful things that we don't always have is our media, and it's so important to have our own messaging. Too many times other commercial outlets, they tell a narrative of, what they think the Black community needs or what the issues are. And, we about no spin, right? Sometimes it's a little colorful. Y'all heard, get a little cussing, a little that. We still want to keep it authentic for our community. So we want to make sure that, we have a space, right? And I think that's one of the things that we need as a Black and brown community, especially in the Black community, is a place where we can vent, we can talk about issues that impact our community, and they have a place where they can highlight issues, whether it's dealing with police brutality, whether it's dealing with any social justice issues. We don't need other media folks to tell our story. We need to hear from our people. That's our theme. That's why we always say both sides of the conversation, change the narrative with our voices, because it's the Black voice, the Black movement, the Black action that really takes place across this country, right? And more outlets are steady trying to demise and diminish, what goes on. And like, we trying to build something where it's not always, when you see Black folks on the screen or on the TV, that it's about a crime happening or something terrible happening, right? We also want to have a space where we could come in, uplift our community. We want to do positive things for our community and make sure that our community is connected, because through media, through messaging and storytelling, right? Because you don't really know what's going on until you hear from somebody. And I think that's been one of the most powerful attributes that we've been able to do during this pandemic and moving on, is like, you really hear from people who going through stuff. We have some phenomenal Sunday conversations, as y'all heard Nate say on there, our one of the biggest shows that I got the most response from the community was human trafficking. During the pandemic, human trafficking was a big deal. So having those mothers come on and email me and like, man, I'm glad I watched your show today. This was vital information that I needed to help make sure that my child and my family, my siblings are protected. So it's like things of that nature, cancer, sickle cell. We've learned a lot of stuff from this platform through our Educational Thursday. So, really the main thing is growing, having a location, being able to build capacity so that we can continue to keep our model of having Black and brown staffing, because these phenomenal people that y'all seen speaking, they do this from their heart too. And I know this is for me tonight, but none of this happens without them. I'm just kind of the face that's out there, and they believe in what we're doing, and they come in every day, blood, sweat, and tears, and they make sure, and they got families, jobs, and things going on, but they give back to the community. I mean, having Ayanna here tonight, the amazing impact that she's doing with giving back, feeding the people. That's what all these people on here is about, right? And I just feel like I'm in great company, because with me, it's not about the monetary things. I feel like if you do the work, those opportunities are going to come, but just keeping your heart pure about giving back to the people. And that's what I've seen from all of the people that's on the screen, people that's on our team, is so much compassion, so much humility, and so many people on this team willing to give up their personal things to help somebody else. And that's really what it's all about. But definitely, getting a location for us is going to be very important. We need sponsorship. We need funding. We need people to support us, because we want to keep this free. That's one of the things that I vowed, and I'll say it again. If you go back and listen to some of our old conversations, I always said, I don't care about sponsorship or money. We will always stay authentic on both sides of the conversation. Okay. I will never let a corporation, I don't care how much money they offer me, or offer the organization to do certain things. I will never lose the authenticity of this organization, letting our people be able to speak. So if that means, because some folks might cuss or some people might say some things that's not corporately, profound, then I'm okay with that. Because I want to keep this for us. The other thing is I want to keep this free. Again, we wanted to try to keep as much as this free for our small businesses and for our community folks that are doing work in the community. We want to keep it free, right? But in every business, every organization, you all understand in the community, there's funding requirements, there's things that you need to move a business forward. So definitely the paid sponsorships, the different shows that people are paying for, like that's going to help us. But just having all the community have support and just donate, it's a big help. But definitely we're going to keep it authentic. We're going to do our best to make sure that our ads, everything, we try to keep everything to our community equitable. And that's my goal. And I'm going to keep pushing for that, because I feel like sometimes our community get left out because they always don't have the finances, right? So I feel like it's great to have these larger organizations, these larger corporations get behind and support and donate. We've been going through this last 3-year period of everybody talking about equity and inclusion and how they want to give back and support the Black community. And I think this is one of the ways they could do it, is also support organizations that promote our messaging. So I think that's where we're going. We got a lot of great things coming. As we get some of these amazing, talented folks to come on and support what we do. Not only are we just going to have conversation and Educational Thursday and hidden gem shows, we want to try to do some violence prevention measures. We want to bring some talent shows. We want to bring some of our talented young people to this platform. There's other things, ideals that we want to do, because I believe on Friday nights and Saturday nights, We've talked with the police chief. We talked to different folks across community. Our young people are committing the most crimes on Fridays and Saturday nights between 8 and midnight, right? So we're looking at how can we create programming where we can pay young folks to come showcase their talent, whether it's singing or rapping or instruments or modeling. How can we do it digitally to get them off the street and have them in a space safe where they can, do some of their talent? So that's some of the things we're going to bring, whether it's wine and sipping, painting, or whatever. We're going to do some other things online to connect our community. So more programming in coming months. But just that's some of the things that we're looking at. But then just other things that we want to do to impact the youth, as well as some of the elders in our community.
Yes, we love it, King. We love it. We still got some more questions for you.
Yes, John. So what you were saying is so right, and I love the fact that you have these new visions in place to move the company forward. So, you're a man that wears many hats. And those of you that don't know, John is doing a lot. He's doing a lot. Not only is he the founder and the executive director over both sides of the conversation, he also has a full-time job. He just got promoted, our new title position. And then he was appointed by the mayor of San Francisco as the commissioner. So, John, what people want to know is, how do you keep moving? Like, what motivates you to keep moving forward? Because, doing the beautiful work that you're doing, it's a privilege and honor to do it, but what keeps you going? What fills your cup?
Man, a lot. I mean, to be honest with y'all, this is being real and uncut. There was a point in my life when I was a teenager and as a young adult, man, I didn't make the right decisions in the community. You know what I mean? I was outside, I was hustling, I was doing all kind of things, right? So my thing is, when I was out hustling, I pulled all nighters. We grinding all night trying to make money. So when it comes to the community, my thought process is, if you could do something wrong, you could do something right. When I was doing some of the wrong things in my life, I stayed up all night. I slept 1 hour, 2 hours, didn't want to miss the money. So my thing is, you do something positive. I did a lot of things when I was younger to tear away from the Black community. I was a part of the problem of the community at one time. And this is why I'm so passionate about it. And the work that I do, with mentoring youth and things of that nature. And I always tell y'all on this show, like, I believe in second chances, because y'all seen Dr. Marshall, y'all seen Jack. There's a lot of people, Corey, a lot of people in the community that didn't give up on me. There was a time when John Henry wasn't like the nice guy that was giving back, right? So I say all that to say, like, you have to give your energy back. And whatever God is using his vessel in me to give back, whether it's 2 hours of sleep, whether it's 3 hours of sleep, whatever it is, it's great leaders out there too. There's people in our community that they don't cry and complain about it. You got Uncle Stang, you got Nate, you got Corey, you got different folks in the community that's grinding, right? And it's like, how can I cry about these different titles or these different things? Like, at the end of the day, the titles is the titles. I don't really care, right? It's just, as a man, my job is to lead my community, my family, and to do that is, you have to show. In order to, you hear young Savion on there talking about he looking up to me. This is why I got the energy. Because if I let myself down, I let him down. And they know I talk to them. Nobody's perfect, right? I'm not perfect. I tell people from afar, I'm not a perfect person, right? But every day I strive to do the best things, to make the right decisions that will impact not only myself, but my community and my brothers and sisters who come behind me, are coming up on the side of me. Man, my thing is, I don't get into competition. I don't get into hatred behaviors. I try to uplift everybody, man. I had a phone call when I was out of town from a brother, and man, we had a conversation, just chopped it up about, like, man, I'm here to uplift you. You know what I mean? You ain't got to call me and say, bro, I don't want you to feel like I'm stepping. You ain't stepping on my toes, right? At the end of the day, we here to uplift, right? We here to increase, not decrease. So I think my energy comes from just that, what I've been through, you know what I mean? The wrong decisions that I made, the disappointments that I made to not only my family, I got to give back. You know what I mean? And it's like, you can't cry about being asleep. My grandfather, I think it's my grandfather, right? I always tell people my grandfather raised us like military, right? He's like, when you die, you sleep. I don't want to hear about sleep. When you die, you sleep. So I always had that in me. Like, every time I get tired or burnt out, I be like, I can't quit, because when I'm dead, I'm going to get all the sleep I need, right? But right now, I got some people that need me, that believe in me and need me, right? Because I'm the hope. Just like everybody on here has somebody that looks up to them. They might not tell you, but it's somebody that look up to you. So it's my job to try to do the best that I can do. And if that means it's 2 hours to sleep, if that means I got to work the Jamaican hours, 3 jobs, and you know what I mean, I'm going to do it because I'm going to give somebody else that hope, right? And somebody that might be on that breaking point of not doing that might say, look, John got this, and this, and he's still going. I got to keep going. I look at Uncle Stank. I see the impact that he's doing in the community. And at his age, still grinding. I got to grind. You look at Corey. You look at it's different folks. Nate. Like these brothers is grinding too. Everybody doing something different, but they grinding. So it's like, I can't stop. I look at all y'all on my team. Some of y'all single mothers. Y'all got families, kids, job. Y'all got to come home, cook, do all that. How could I quit? Right? Even when I want to just say, no, I got to keep going. Right? I see Tony. I see Ayana. I see Shani. Y'all powerful women. Right? How could I sit here and cry and be like, y'all got to work, cook, take care of kids, do homework, and help, and y'all still giving back to the community? So, I mean, y'all motivate me too. So I don't want y'all to think like y'all also, impact me in different ways. Each one of y'all have y'all own different stories. Y'all own have y'all different journeys, but y'all keep me going too. Y'all don't know. Y'all keep me lit because every time I be like, I'm going to stop. I'm going to take a break. I look at y'all. I'll be like, these mothers don't get a break. They want vacations. They still got to take their kids to school. They still got to do what they got to do. So it's like, I can't cry about it. You know what I'm saying? And, I heard y'all show a little bit. I was messing with y'all this week. It is time for our Black men in the community to also step up and be a little bit more responsible. So I try to lead in that example. Like, it's cool to be with your grandchild. It's cool to be with your daughter. You know what I mean? It's cool to reach out to somebody else's child that's not yours to help them, right? Now, I'm giving up time going up to juvenile, right? I've been doing that for 25 years. I don't get paid for that. But again, if we don't invest in our young people and show them that we love them by our action, how do we expect them to love each other? They don't see it. They feel like everybody gave up on them anyway, right? So tired and all, I still make sure that I go love and support them, uplift them, try to do whatever I can to make life for what they feel is life for them somewhat, more productive. So they keep me going, the young folks, and I know a couple of them probably watching tonight. They've been getting access to YouTube up there, which is cool. They keep me going, right? Because I'm like, every time I go in there, y'all, it's like awakening. Like I get to walk out of here, right? But it put me in that place when you walk in there, like this could be me. You know what I'm saying? This could be me. You know what I mean? These type of scenarios was written out for Black males and Black women every day. It's either dead, jail, or on these streets, right? So it's like when I walk on the streets and I feed the homeless and I'm out there with them, that makes me just humble. Like this could be me at any second. Like I don't never take none of that. That's why, Yana, what you did, I said was so powerful because, we've been doing this, and to see you just to have that humility, compassion on your day of birth, that moved me because I'm like, okay, there's other people that also, is about this, because at the end of the day, I'll always tell people, like, you get humble quick in this life. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't let accolades, and I know sometimes people get mad at me because I'll be like, I don't care about my birthday, and then I got people who yell at me about that, but I don't like gifts because at the end of the day, these circumstances could be worse. Me just coming back from Jamaica, man, looking at the condition of our people, what I had to go through to get by, I had to get humble pie. Like I'm tripping off. I can't get a flight, a hotel room to stay. There's people out there that don't even got it. And I had to get checked on that. You get what I'm saying? So, and I was getting a little upset. I'm like, I gotta get back. I gotta get back, do my show. I got stuff to do. But at the end of the day, I'm still blessed. You know what I'm saying? So even me, every day I get humility checked. I get humbleness. You know what I'm saying? I receive it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I might give a little pushback, but I take it and be like, you know what? You're right. And that's why it's so important to have an amazing team that I have like y'all, because y'all keep me in check. Like y'all all keep me in check, and y'all own way, y'all got y'all way to keep me in check. And I appreciate that because we all need that in life. We all need that in life. It's nothing wrong with good correction. You know what I mean? And constructive criticism is okay. Because at the end of the day, like I said, we're here to increase, not to decrease. You get what I'm saying? So we have to make sure that we uplift our people. We have to uplift our community. We have to continue to push that positivity to our community. So, that's really what it's really all about, man. And it's like every day seeing y'all uplift me, seeing the community. We have so many people right now, energized from the pandemic that just been continued pushing. It is beautiful to see in the Black and brown communities. I mean, this type of stuff doesn't happen all the time. You get what I'm saying? So when I see Shaman on here, when I see our mayor, when I see Director Davis, when I see Dr. Sai, when I see different folks who really care about our people and really want to see our people move, and we know our community have problems and obstacles and issues, but to see those folks continue to love on people, even through their worst time, even through their best time, and for people to believe on me, that's what keep me going. People believe in me that I was like, I don't know if I could do this. You know what I mean? People believe in me. So everybody out there, you have an impact on different people in different ways. And sometimes believing in somebody, trusting in somebody. I had to trust y'all to run my show for a week. I didn't know what was gonna happen, but it turned out great. See, y'all did something special. But you know, that's what keeps me going. The people keeps me going. I'm all about the people. And I know people always say, I always see you throwing up your back fist. Is that like you? That's not my pose, man. It's really about all power to the people, especially our Black people. We got to acknowledge our Black power so many times through history books, through stories, through the negative messaging in the news. Like, Black folks ain't doing something. On this screen right here, I see 3 powerful Black women. You feel me? We got to keep letting them know. It's like, it's all power to the people, man. We ain't going nowhere. So that's my motivation. Y'all keep me going. The community keep me going. But yeah, that's my energy, man. Y'all keep me going.
You better know it. We keep you going. You got a lot of Black women on your team, okay? We don't play no games. But one thing that you said, it's a lot of things that you said that stuck out, but one of the things that I really, really love about you is that you always put the youth first. No matter what you're talking about, no matter what you do, you keep that first, and I appreciate that. You know, a lot of companies, they fail. They don't make it to 2 years, you know, and a lot of times that's because of the team that they have. And I know that you love your team because you mentioned your team several times just tonight, as you always do. But my question is, how do you keep your team motivated despite the conflicts and obstacles? Because like you said, you got single moms on your team, you got different type of personalities, you're dealing with Black folks that's hurt, you know. So how do you, because that's a lot to carry. You already named all the hats that you wear, but how do you keep us in place, and how do you not give up on us?
Well, I mean, you know, first let me just say about the youth. You know, the youth is very important to the Black community right now. You know, our youth are so very powerful. They have so many talents, and I get in trouble for this because I feel like the elders of the community don't pass the torch soon enough to our young people to develop them. You know what I'm saying? Not that I don't respect the elders, because I always have to respect the elders, the history, what they've been through to move our community forward. But I really focus on the youth because the youth is really our future, right? It's things that we're fighting for right now that we might not get to see, but they will. But if we don't equip them with the right tools, the right information, the right knowledge to move us forward, we are nothing. We have nothing. So I always try to make sure that our community understands we have to invest in our youth early. We have to empower them early, our young males and our young females. We have to let them know that they are able, right? Because too many times they hear that they not. And we have to keep promoting that, right? And this one thing about all of you all on this team, when it comes to the youth, everybody knows the youth come first. And I appreciate all y'all for that, because they are the ones, right? I sacrifice a lot to make sure that they have whatever they need. If that means that I have to go a day without something or whatever, right? I'm gonna make sure the youth get it, because they're in school, they're trying to make an opportunity, and what we're trying to do is really prevent them from going down the wrong streets, the wrong intersections, getting caught up in life, right? And that's why I think this violence prevention stuff, it don't work, because everything that's based on violence prevention, I'm just saying the models, right? I'm not calling out no organization. I'm just saying the models of violence preventions across this country in all states is more geared towards reacting, right? Like, somebody gets shot, then we want to do something. People want to march, people want to rally, right? But we're not doing enough stuff to prevent that. Meaning that we're not making the investments in our young folks early so that they're not robbing, so they're not killing, so they're not getting access to guns. And sports is not always the only thing. A lot of people with sports, they get pissed off me, I said, but sports is a way to build self-esteem, to build young people up, give them an opportunity, teach them some discipline, but we also have to teach them life stuff. And I think sometimes they don't get all of that. So I always try to focus on, yes, we need sports, but we also need the day-to-day stuff, right? How to handle with conflict. When you get angry with somebody, how do you deal with that, right? How do you dress for an interview? How do you multitask in other arenas? Like, I think sometimes our kids don't get all of that at the level that we need, that we invest in sports. So I think that's really one of my passions, is really talking to them about self-esteem, being vulnerable, being open to your emotions and different things that we don't always give to our kids. So I think that's kind of like one of the things. And then they just so brilliant, like the technology, the information, the way they process stuff. It's amazing how they do it. And it's like, we just got to embrace it. I know a lot of elders don't like that, but you got to embrace the youth, and we have to be open to let them lead and teach so many times. And this is why our youth segment, I want to keep promoting it and pushing it, because we need to hear from our youth. Our youth, we need to listen. Too many times I'm around young people, whether they locked up or on the street, they like, man, we try to tell the elders what we want. They don't want to listen to us. They tell us we're not old enough or we don't know nothing, right? So I'm just trying to change that narrative. And that's why we are so blessed and honored to have the both sides of the conversation youth. They have different perspective. They came from some of the same backgrounds, but they made right choices. They came from different backgrounds, different families, but they in school. I mean, just a number of things, right? And it's like, we're going to be connecting them with some of the folks that's locked up, really letting the young folks lead each other too. So powerful stuff. I'm really excited about our youth, and I'm going to keep promoting that in our community. You know what I'm saying? And it takes a lot. We're trying to kick off our next cohort of our mentor program for our young males and females, and it's just a challenge. And then that's where that support, those resources, those donations help out, so that we can get the appropriate staffing and folks to make sure that they get the appropriate time and attention that they need to really develop and take themselves to the next level. So, just honor to our youth. Shout out to all of our both sides of the conversation youth. Shout out to all my youth that's locked up, right? Because it's a lot of talent to young people have made bad decisions because of social economic issues and family issues. Believe it or not, a lot of these adults are our young folks' problems. So just want to give them a shout out and acknowledge all of our youth, because the youth are important. They got a lot of energy, and we just got to find other ways to get them to exert their energy in a positive way. So what I wanted to say about you all, Tony, you're right. It's so many different personalities. We all different signs. We all have different things to go on. I think, I'm always about self-discipline, right? And I always feel like you have to work hard. People see you work and they go work, right? And I just think it's chemistry, right? Like, it's energy. One of the hardest things, like, this is the hardest thing with all y'all, is keeping all of the personalities and folks in a setting to do this work without the big egos. And one thing I always said from day one, when I started this doing the paperwork for this nonprofit and all this, it was just like, to set up an organization, you have to have titles, right? And I really hate titles, because titles cause division, because people like, but legally you have to do it, right? You have to have a structure, an organizational structure. But I really hate that, because it does cause conflict sometimes when you have an organization, right? But I believe in just like, hey, everybody's job is everybody's job. I've always had this, like, we all take this on, right? Like, it's no one person job. But yes, you have to have titles and people in roles to do things. But I think I've been able to just let people kind of, work and develop in their own realm. And it's all like, it's errors. It's too, like, you only have a good organization by making mistakes. You get what I'm saying? So don't think in it's 2 years I haven't made bad decisions. I've made bad decisions as executive director. You get what I'm saying? But I'm humble enough to say that every decision that I've made wasn't the right one. Like, I made some bad decisions, right? But I also, like, I took that on the chin and I said, okay, I'm gonna do better, right? And I'm gonna make sure that I get the right people that's gonna connect with the right people, right, to move forward. So sometimes it's like, it's really about your team and what they believe in, right? They only believe in you if they see you moving. Now, if I'm sitting here talking about y'all follow me and believe in this mission, and I'm sitting on the couch eating potatoes and y'all never see me out there, they're gonna be like, well, this don't move me, right? But when you look, you see I'm at events, I'm here, I'm trying to hold a show down, I'm trying to be a grandfather, I'm trying to work. Y'all like, whoa, he doing it. I gotta give something. But truly, it's really you all, right? Typically, they say when it's good energy, and we try to treat everybody like family here, right? That's really what it is. In families, it can be dysfunctional at times, it can be different grievances and things of that nature, right? And it happens, right? But I also believe in respect, right? And I believe people who show up and do their work, show up that they should be supported, because I never want that, because I believe, like, I'm gonna just give y'all a quick example real quick, and I know it's kind of like off the topic, but I was in Jamaica, right? And it's a trip how I was so moved by their culture. So we go into this little river thing, and it's like you go to relax. They take you down the stream, the river, and they do all this stuff. But on the sidelines, it's the families, right? So you got these elder gentlemen up there. They're building new bamboo boats. The women are doing, foot massages and cooking. You got the young people, they're going down the stream, they fishing, and they helping the elder people bring the people back up. It's all a family. Like, we came down to the spot, and they like, everything in here is family. We take care of each other, right? It's not always good, but he's like telling me, like, as a man, you come to get your feet done, you got to take care of our women. You see what I'm saying? Like, they support and take care of each other. But it's like really this real village of like what I really envision both sides of the conversation, because I'm like, this is dope, right? You get the elders who continue to do things to go. You got the young people, they doing their thing to keep the community. Like, it's all like this ecosystem, right? And I think that's how I look at our team, like an ecosystem. Like, we're all family in some kind of way, right? We all kind of got, some kind of connection, right? We all kind of know like what's going on, and then we all try to like come together, right? So yeah, during that, it's gonna be disagreements. Some people are not gonna be happy. It happens, right? But at the end of the day, when you believe in something, right? It's just like when we believe in our religious beliefs, right? Once you believe in something, you don't care about if the pastor did something wrong. You're like, I'm coming in to get my spiritual goods, right? Or you can't worry about what the next person's doing. You're like, I'm coming to get my, because this makes me feel good. At the end of the day, the greatest reward is giving back. And everybody on this team has something in them that gives back, because that's why we're connected. Okay? Because I'm not going to be around people who don't give back to the people. I can't. Because that's it. That's in me, right? Like, so what I found from all of you all is, even through our ups and downs, is the level of humility and compassion for others. As long as you have that naturally in you, and some people don't have that. Like, I've met people that just robots. They just like, I'm here to do something and I'm done, right? Each one of you all have that, whether it's because of your motherhood, is it because of your community, or it's because it's in you as a heart. You feel me? Because some people, it's just in your heart. You was raised right, you give back. You don't take, right? You have to give. So for the most part, most of these folks on here want to give back, right? And it's an opportunity. I never push nobody. I think I told Tony one day, I said, I don't Suge Knight people here. You know what I mean? I don't try to manage people. I try to let people blossom into their greatness, because it's something in all of everybody, right? And I was telling somebody, I don't know who I was telling, I was like, the greatness is already in you, right? Y'all already doing what y'all doing. Y'all have been feeding the people. That ain't nothing new, right? It's just really, how do I pull something else out of you and just go even deeper with it? Tony, the same thing with you. Tony, you amazing. Like, you about to do some great things to impact not just the both sides of the conversation community. What about all these other people through your messaging, your plays? You get what I'm saying? That's changing the narrative, right? Because you get an opportunity and you get to get in spaces with other people and really tell your truth through a story. You get what I'm saying? That's impactful, right? So my biggest thing is working with you all is impactful. So it's like, we might fuss, like Shani said, me and sis fight all the time. But at the end of the day, she knows respect. She know I never disrespect her. She know it's not personal. I always let her know, not personal. I might have a bad day. I might say something stupid. But at the end of the day, I believe in her work. I believe in what she's about when it comes to community. I know what she's trying to do. And again, things happen, but we ride it out. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what it's all about when you talk about foundation. And that's what we're trying to really build before we move up, right? Any blueprint, any construction, the first thing they tell you is get the blueprint, lay the foundation. After the foundation is laid, everything else is go. So, you have interchangeable workers that always happen. So, shout out to you all, because you all are phenomenal women, right? And it takes a special kind of woman, like you said, Tony, to work with other Black women and deal with a guy like me that's just kind of a perfectionist in his own way, right? And they know it's not personal, right? It's just like, I always tell the team here, and y'all could attest to this, I always say, you're not messing up for me. You're not messing up for both sides of the conversation. When something goes wrong, we negatively impacted our community. There's people who tune in at different times to get this information. People tune in to see what resources are available, what events. So again, you're not letting me down, you're not letting both sides of the conversation down, you let the community down. And everybody on this team is about the community. So I think that's how we all, come together, because we're about, hey, we got to do this for the community. So I think that's how we really stay connected like glue.
Well, John, I have our final question for you. And after the question, we are going to pull the rest of your family of both sides of the conversation in, just to say their congratulations and to share with you how they feel about you. Your family, your actual family is watching, so you can say hi to them.
What's up, everybody? I love y'all, man. And y'all know what it is. It's all love. It's all love. As they say in Jamaica, respect, man. Much respect, man. You know what I mean? A lot of respect,
Yes. So as I go into our final question, who has influenced you the most and why?
Wow, Shawnee, you would have to ask that question. Man, I think the most influence that I've had from one individual, and I hate to say this because y'all know I say, oh, but I would say Jack. Jack Jackwell was my most influential person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think a lot of my work, my drivenness for this community work, for these people come from Jack, right? Because Jack a different breed of people, man. First of all, he a white man, right? Because I always tell people, they think I'm just because I be like Black Power. But I love all people, but I'm gonna definitely uplift and highlight my people because I know we at the bottom everywhere. So it's never no race thing with me. But this white man, right? We used to call him White Jesus. We call him Wizard. Y'all see me on videos with him all the time. His level of love and commitment and humility for people in general is unbearable, right? I get emotional when I talk about him because it was times in my life, like I told y'all earlier, when my life wasn't right. I was young, dumb, wild, just didn't understand nothing about life, didn't want to hear nothing. That man stuck by me through a lot of stuff that sometimes my family turned their back on me. And I love my family. And I get why they turned their back on me because I was off the hook, right? So when you have somebody who not your blood family to love you like that, right? To be there through your journey of life, ups and downs, good or bad, right? I've made mistakes. I'm gonna do the right thing. Came back, made another mistake. He never questioned me, never said, "Hey man, what you doing? You said you was go." He never did that to me, right? And that's how I always try to be. I try to give people that fair opportunity, that second opportunity, because he never did that to me, right? And unconditional love, Shani. I disappointed him many times. Shani, you've been there.
Yeah,
we've been in meetings. You know. So I've been through some stuff, right? And I always talk about it, but I think a lot of times too, people just be like, John, you never tell your story. I do tell my story, but it's just like I gotta move forward. It's a new story I gotta tell too, the old story, and that's what I try to teach my community. See, Black folks in this country, we know too much history. We don't know enough future. We know too much religion, but we don't know enough spirituality. We know too much Democratic Party and not too much Black Party. You get what I'm saying? We have to find balance. You get what I'm saying? We have to find balance as people. You get what I'm saying? So when you get this balance and you get this understanding of life, like, you feel me? I done been through some ups and downs. That's why all of this work I do when I work with the homeless, people always say, why do you do this? Because this was me. I was homeless. You know what I'm saying? I've been dusted and disgusted, broke. I done been relationshipless. I done been spiritualist. I done been through the lists. I've been through them. You get what I'm saying? So,
yeah, I get you.
So I've been there. You know what I'm saying? So I can't judge people. But Jack, I would say, was the most influence on my life because he showed me a different level of compassion and humility for people. When I say this man works 7 days a week, like 7 days a week, taking care of Black folks. This the only white man I know in San Francisco that can go to every project. Okay, I bet you he can go to every ghetto, every project in San Francisco, probably across the Bay Area, and ain't nothing gonna happen to him because everybody love him because he worked with the people in the jail. See, you work people in the jail, it's a different. He worked at San Quentin, so a lot of the local prisons he did work at all the local prisons. So he didn't reach Richmond, Oakland, everywhere. You get what I'm saying? So he touched a lot of people, right? And he worked in the school district, so he was his teacher, you know what I mean? So you meet a lot of kids going through this struggle. So Jack is really, so that's really like when I say the most important person, the most person that influenced me the most, I say, because if this man could give up all this for black folk that don't even look like him, and I'm black, come on, man, I got to do something, right? And
You know
that's
what
why I
that's
encourage,
called?
yeah. And I try to encourage all the black men out there, because I'm saying if this white man could go hard for my people like this, why can't I? Because it was like a disgrace to me. I said, this man go up here 7 days a week, giving back to our kids, giving back to the community, helping mothers, drug addicted. Like he at the county jails. Like he doing all this for our people. And I'm saying, I look like y'all and I can't help y'all. So I would say that my number one, person as an influence, you know what I'm saying? And I can never put him with my mom or my dad, because that's just a different level of connection. But when you talk about outside people, my mom's not here, but she instilled a lot of stuff in me too. I came from a strict background, being raised as a Jehovah's Witness. I came from a real strict background, so a lot of the things, me and my mom had a great relationship. It was just a different relationship. A lot of people didn't understand it, but it's the way you upbring. So a lot of times when people see me and I'm like, I don't care about birthdays, I don't care about all this stuff, I don't get excited. I got a lot of people that get mad at me about that, right? But I was raised, I didn't celebrate none of that stuff. So it never meant nothing to me. So Christmas come around is like, I celebrated for my daughter and my grandbaby, but I'm saying for me, it was just like, it was another day, right? And I always kind of lived like it's another day, and that's how my mom raised me. Like, you don't get caught in these holidays. That's just another day. People go out here getting broke, and then tomorrow they ain't pay their bills, right? It's celebrate life every day. And I think that's what each one of us in here and both sides of the conversation has made a difference in me, because I've been able to celebrate y'all. I've been able to go through y'all ups and downs. And it's teaching me a lot to be patient and be humble. And y'all been through me when my mom died, when things were going on with me. I caught COVID. Like, y'all was the first people like just checking on me, right? And then all of y'all going through y'all different day-to-day journals, right? The phone calls, people crying, this going on, relationship stuff. And we trying to walk through this as brothers and sisters, because that's how I look at it, like my brothers and sisters, you know what I mean? But
John, I want to say thank you for seeing with your heart and not your eyes, and just having the humility and compassion that you have. But we want Tony to bring on your team and everybody who's waiting to come on and share some love with you.
where T at? I see T back there.
She coming.
Oh, Ayana, if y'all finish with the video, take the video down so you can have space for one more person.
It won't go off. It won't go off. I already tried.
There you go. She took it off.
There you go. Okay.
I said I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Okay.
I told him that, but the king likes to have the control, and I had already told him that.
No, I don't. I just see my sister down there. I didn't know. I didn't see her at first. Okay. I'm gonna be quiet now. Go ahead, y'all.
Well, welcome back. Welcome home. Happy anniversary. Were you surprised?
I'm still in shock, T. I was very surprised. Like, y'all know I don't like celebrating stuff, and it's great to be acknowledged, but the real acknowledgement is y'all great people, because at the end of the day, none of what I do wouldn't happen without y'all. You know what I'm saying? So really, I always tell y'all that y'all come before me. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, y'all do the real work. I'm just out there, the mouthpiece, the face, but y'all do the real work. So y'all keep me going. But it is my night, but it's y'all night together. It's together night. You know what I'm saying? So just to be in this square with all y'all, man, is really what it's all about.
And just so y'all can know, he's not just saying that because the first thing he thought about is, what can I do for my team? He wanted to do something for you guys, for both sides of the conversation 2-year anniversary. Not for himself, not for his family, but for his team. That was the first thing he thought about, doing something for us.
Right. So Stephanie made a comment. She made 2 actually, but she said she missed her opportunity to do the video, but she wanted to share her gratitude and love for both sides of the conversation and the team for all of our work. Happy 2nd anniversary to us.
Man, shout out to Stephanie.
Yeah, shout out to Stephanie.
Yeah, Stephanie, let me tell y'all, man, Stephanie, she powerful, man. And listen, this is what it take. People from the community come together. She really grind for the community, man. She do a lot for the Black folks in the community, Latin folks. and she just makes good people, man. And I shout out to Stephanie, man. She's just a great human being, great energy. And dang, we see you though, Stephanie. We love you and we appreciate you. And we appreciate all the work you do for our young people. She do a lot of stuff to make sure our young people is impacted and our community gets the resources and the information. So shout out to Stephanie because she makes sure we on point with what's going on for community. So what's up, Steph?
And I'm in the middle of doing some things. I've been watching the show. I just wanted to come on and say hello, let you know that I love you, put my arms around you, sending light and love. And my team, our team, I love you guys as well. So I'm going to continue to listen on the other end, but I just have to drop in and say hello.
Man, thank you, T. You know, I love you and appreciate everything you do for the community, you know, and for both sides of the conversation. So love you, sis. All right, who next? What's going on? We're talking.
Mark, you want to go? Marky.
Y'all go. I want to say happy second anniversary to you, bro. You feel me? To both sides of the conversation. Love your job, love your work, man. Love the passion that you got, you know what I'm saying, that you put back into the community. You know, it take a whole lot, you know what I'm saying, to be going to work, working a full-time job, coming home, doing this day in, day out on the weekends. It take a whole lot, man. You know what I'm saying? You built different, man, because, man, I already know. So I love you. Keep up the good work. Keep doing your thing, man. You looking good out here.
Man, right
Sure.
on, bro. Appreciate you. On top.
Charisma.
Hey, John. Hope you have fun in Jamaica, even though you said you weren't gonna work and you still were doing work. That's another conversation. But I thank you for bringing me on in a pivotal time for the organization. And we all still have our full-time jobs. Some days I work over 12 hours doing my full time, and then jumping on the computer to do my BSOTC work, but it's worth it. And I'm just grateful to be able to be a part of the team. So thank you.
Man, thank you too for your dedication. You know, just want you to know that, you know, I appreciate, you know, your wisdom, you know what I'm saying, your vision, you know, and just believing in what we're doing and just really, you know, thinking outside of just the Bay Area, how we can really do things. And I just appreciate you because, you know, we talked, like I said, you know, I want to impact Black folks wherever, you know what I mean? This both sides of the conversation thing is not about San Francisco Bay Area. I mean, this is the home. This is where we at. We always go take your home. But really, it's about how do we connect our Black folks? Because every time I talk to Black folks outside of the area, they like, man, we need that too, where the resources and information come flowing through, right? So really figuring out how we can connect our people across this country. You know, it's just like, you know, folks came here from slavery, we got separated, right? We got opportunity with technology to come back full circle to connect all of our people, right? When I talk about a new generation green book, it's really about just having resources for Black folks all across this country, brown folks all the country. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really want to make this like we working on developing our website to, like, if you travel somewhere, you know where all the Black hotels are, you know what I'm saying, or the, you know, the Black businesses, because Black folks do travel. Let me tell you, I've seen a lot of Black folks. They talk about Black folks don't travel. We be on the road, boy. We some people at the airport. So, you know, just really about how can we connect our people like we did back in the days to keep our money in our community and help small businesses. You know what I mean? I'd rather go to another country, another city, and support my people. You know what I mean? I was down there in Jamaica. All I did was bless the people while I was there. You feel me? The whole time. Bless the people. You know what I'm saying? And anywhere around this country, I want to bless my people. So whether they got a small business, large business, like I want to spend my dollars with them. You know what I mean? And make sure that I show my appreciation. So just want to say thank you, Charisma. You know, because I know you got a lot on your plate, what you doing not only as a mother, the head, work, but just believing in your community, giving back, and you know, really just being a pillar of the community. So I appreciate you working on side of you. And you know, you make it look easy, but I know you do a lot. So thank you.
Thank you.
Who next? Shiny, where
I'm
Tony
gonna
go?
unmute myself. I'm next.
Patty.
And John Henry.
Hey,
John
that's my
Henry.
sister, the queen right there. What's going on,
John
queen?
Henry, brother. In the scriptures that I read, it says that a man is not who he says he is unless someone else blows the horn and announces it. So I want you to think about this every day that you wake up, whenever you feel discouraged, whenever you feel like it's too much. I want you to remember everyone who stopped, took time out their day to tell you that this is how they love you. This is who you are to them. This is, you the man. And I want to tell you that, brother, you have no idea what you've done for me. You have no idea how, I'm trying not to get emotional. You don't have an idea. And I wish, you understood the depths of what you've done to help me in some of my darkest days. So I just want to tell you thank you for that. But don't ever think, I told you one day, excuse me, people, Jesus forgive me. I told you we like Velcro. You fucked with me, you stuck with me. And so, I ain't going nowhere. And only way I could is if Jesus himself came and told me, you got to let John go. It's done. But brother, keep up the work that you're doing. And, when you said you were, moving in certain directions, I said a prayer for you, but I had a peace about it because I know that you're not going to allow anyone to change who you are, that your authenticity stays with you no matter where you go, who you're with. And I mean, when we hood. So, we don't let the hood leave us. We bring the hood with us everywhere we go. Don't matter how we talk, but we know where we from. And you continue to represent. And thank you for every young man that you go to see at juvenile hall. Because I sometimes feel like if somebody had to talk to me, maybe I would have thought differently. You know what I mean? Because none of us are too far from a penitentiary. None of us. You know what I mean? Like you can walk out that door one day and it's all over, but you still take chances on people, no matter who somebody says they are, what title other folks give them. You still don't. So I commend you, brother, and to whom much is given, much is required. So be ready for the enemy to attack you, but the weapon is formed, but it will not prosper. And I got your 6, and we all got your 6, 9, 12, and 3. So if they coming for you, they coming for us. Man, both sides, bro. Both sides.
Hey, thank you, Sakati. And that's one thing we learned through Omega. You know what I'm saying? We all one bad decision away. That's why I stay humble, right? You can get triggered, you can get upset and make a bad decision. Not what you want to do, but we're human, right? So, I just appreciate you, the work that you do, not only for both sides of the conversation. I need people out there to understand, okay? This sister Sakati does a lot of work for a lot of different organizations. Time Done is one of her babies. You know what I mean? And I respect the work that you do for Time Done. And like I got to go back and deal with some more stuff. You know what I mean? Our past, and this is why I'm so committed to Time Done and what you're doing to impact legislative bills to help people who formerly incarcerated. Because again, I had to deal with that same issue, coming back into this country. I was trying to get my global stuff. My arrest records from 1995, 96 is like sending me through a whole nother process again. So again, I always believe in folks. You know what I'm saying? I've been there. Like I said, I'm not a person. I don't like to brag about my past because I think as young men are watching, young women are watching, and that's why I tell all our leaders of the community who've been through some stuff, we don't want to glorify what we've been through and make it seem like it's a glorified thing, because then our young folks think that's what they want to do. But we also have to acknowledge it, but move on. But it's like that dark past still hunts you. You know what I'm saying? So I got to go deal with some more stuff, with the system to try to clear that up. You know what I'm saying? But I thank you because I know the fight. I know the amount of million people that are impacted by the legislative stuff that Time Done is doing and through CSJ. And we just appreciate you, your commitment, you know what I'm saying? And your vulnerability, for just being able to speak about your past and what you've been through incarceration and coming back to the community, being a blessing to the community. You know what I'm saying? I'm never going to look down on nobody. I'll take somebody that's been locked up before I take somebody who haven't, because they understand that struggle. They understand that life. They understand what it takes, you know what I mean, to get through those thresholds. So, I appreciate you, Sakati. You know that off top. You're my sister, man, all day.
Brother, this might have been the last time you go through that at the airport. SB 731 is sitting on Governor Gavin Newsom's desk. So the moment that it is passed, your record will be sealed by the state of California, and you won't have to worry about that walking back through customs ever again.
Man,
Look
that's
at
what's up.
that.
That's right.
That's your
Y'all,
birthday gift.
yeah, y'all make sure y'all go out there. SB 731 when it's November, it's time to vote. Make sure y'all get that bill passed, man. It's going to impact so many people. And we're going to have time done, folks, come on soon to talk about the bill, break down the propositions, and make sure everybody understand what they voting on and understand why. So we'll get that information out to the community real soon. All right, who next? What's next?
Well, John, I just want to let you know that community is watching, and I did get a text message from Fatinia Holmes. She did try to send her video, but it didn't save, so she wants to send her love, blessings, and congratulations to you.
Oh man, shout out to Fatima. Love that queen. Just proud of all the work she's doing. She inspired me. Another powerful sister. She was our first. She was one of our first women hitting gyms 2 years ago, and I got to do a reunion show and bring all those first women back on. She a pillar of our community. She's doing a lot too with workforce development, getting a lot of our young men who've been incarcerated in the construction work. So shout out to Fatima, man. She a powerful sister, and she know we rock with her off top. And yeah, she was one of our first hidden gem women. That's crazy. I gotta throw that back. I gotta bring all my first ones back. Yeah. I gotta get them back on. Right on, Fatima. Love you, sis. Pretty Tony, who got something else? What's up, Tony? You left me. What's going on? Tell me what's going on.
You said it earlier. I wear many hats too. I'm cooking. I got kids in the tub. I'm on both sides of the conversation for the community. It's just a lot going on. It's the day-to-day struggle. But I wouldn't change it for the world, especially being on this platform with all these special people right here. John, thank you so much for trusting us. And I kind of feel like you kind of set us up a little bit, but we'll talk about that later. Because, I think you wanted us to kind of like see how we could hold it down, but it's all good because everybody needs a push. Everybody needs a push, and the team came together. But, yeah, we just wanted to put this show together tonight. Like you are the hidden gem, like you are the platform, and we just appreciate your heart. Like somebody said earlier, like you ain't got to do this. You don't have to care about the community. You don't have to give a platform to us. And I can't wait for us to be able to do even more and more bigger things. And you was talking about some new ideas that you ain't told me about. So we're going to have to connect with that because I want to get that started right away. Right away.
No, definitely, Tony. There's a lot of things that we're gonna put in play. We definitely gonna talk about. We want to introduce it to the community properly, But I mean, there's a lot of poetry folks who've been reaching out to me saying they want to do poetry. So I mean, it's a lot of things that we're going to try to do this upcoming year. Again, since we have came out of COVID, there's a lot of community event stuff going on outside. But as we get into the winter month, as folks start dealing with family and the rain and things of that nature, we definitely want to figure out how we could get some programming that's fun for families that we could watch and engage. So we're thinking about a lot of stuff. We'll bring it to the team and then bring it to the community. We're just praying that we get the funding, the support that we need. We're trying to get some other sponsors to donate to help out and maybe even partner with some of the violence prevention folks so that we can pay our youth, because y'all know I'm big on making sure our youth get paid for the stuff that they're doing. We don't want them to just come on and do their talents without them getting paid. And I think if we pay them, we could get them off the streets, no matter where they at, right? So just want to see how we could do that. But a lot of great things that I've been thinking about. I know y'all mad at me. I was working a little bit, but I did take some time to just kind of reflect and think about things and think about our team and think about, how much further we could really push the organization. And we got some phenomenal people. And I think, it was great that you all took over the show. Y'all could do everything because then I could give me more time to go network and meet other people. And Shiny, you can read the announcements. We got to let her do it every day so she can get better, y'all. She's nervous, but we'll make her do it every day so she can get used to it.
I did not sign up for that role.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes,
you nominated me.
Yes, you did.
We gonna find
out. I got y'all back.
All of the community was like all happy to see y'all and less of me. So I'm gonna take the advice. See, I'm gonna be a smart, a gentleman, and understand that the community want to hear less of me and more of y'all. So I'm just trying to find out how I could put more of y'all and less of me on the screen and I could go out and do other things with the community. So we'll figure it out. Maybe we can have the Shani and Tony show once a month. Y'all can just.
We gotta pull Yana in too to balance me and Tony out, because the two of us together.
No, but
we doing the threesome thing.
But
Not like that, but the threesome thing.
But
Yana bring out her secret guns too.
We got to get more of Yana. Yana just so busy. She just a true Leo. And for y'all that don't know, Yana gets special treatment because she has the same birthday as you.
Lord, so shut it down. Put him on mute, Lord. Put him on mute. Mute him.
No, unmute him. Continue talking. Go ahead.
But it's very I don't know, Yana. Like, I was in Jamaica and there was a lot of people who had the same day as us. And I was just like, these are special people. You know what I mean? Like, I very rarely meet people who have the same birthday with me. It's either the day before or the day after. So for you having the same birthday as me, you get special treatment. I'm sorry, everybody. You're special to be born on the 18th. Something about 8/18. Just, I don't know. So,
well, y'all definitely think y'all special.
I'm writing a letter to the board. Okay,
Shawnee, they little bus special. They little bus special. They need a name tag and a key around their neck. They little bus special.
Wait a minute now.
John is not you, sis.
Nah, I gotta have John's back.
Well, then you can have a
community get to see how we act as a family. Community get to witness right here. This is how we love on each other as a family.
And I just want to tell y'all, it's no BS, that y'all very, very, very powerful, and I'm very appreciative to have such amazing folks around me, because it's hard to get good people who really just care about people. And I have to say it again, like, y'all really just care about people. And I appreciate that, because I care about people, and I know Ayana's heart is like my heart. We could give the world, we would give the world, you know what I'm saying? And I know y'all feel the same way. So it's just always special. I'm still in shock, y'all. Y'all know I don't get emotional, but just to see the video of everybody who was able to get on and just say that, like, it's very humbling for me. This last month been an up and down month for me. I've been through a car accident. I've been through so much stuff. And a lot of times I don't even talk about the things that I go through because I'm so humble. Like, it's not about me. It's about, how we impact. And like Sakati just said, sometimes the devil attack me. You get what I'm saying? And I always tell y'all on the team, y'all can, y'all know how I always say, like, I need y'all to pray for me and protect me, because, like, the devil like, things always come at me. What I mean? It seems like when you try and do right, more things come at you. But y'all keep me grounded. So, believe me, Sakati calls all the time. Hey, King, what's going on? I'm checking in. Like, what's going on? Like, I be needing that. Shani would call me. What's up, bro? Just different folks on his team reach out, man, keep me grounded. And it's all through humility and humbleness. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I'm not into that whole, like, trying to be, I told him, like, I'm not into all that. Like, I don't care how many followers we got. I'm really about helping people. And I don't care how many other podcasts, how many other both sides of conversations come out of the next 5 years. We got influence, though, but I always want to let y'all know that y'all do have influence. People watch us. People see what we're doing. They're trying to do those things. And that's great. We're not hating. We're not competing. Like, I want to see more Black folks engaged and changing the narrative, telling stories, bringing positive information to our community. So if that's you and you want to do it, I'm going to support you. I'm going to uplift you. I'm not going to tear you down. I'm going to give you the tools, the tricks, the game, because at the end of the day, what God has blessed for both sides of the conversation is blessed for both sides of the conversation. You know what I mean? And why God have all of us here is not for us to know. Just understand each one of you here tonight means something in that pathway that God has for us to do the work for the community and for the people. So the reason why he chose you, Charisma, the reason why he chose you, Sakati, Ayana, Tony, like, just trust that. And it took me a long time to trust it. And that's why I don't push back on it. I just keep going. You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I feel like if you keep going, as they say, you keep climbing the mountain, sooner or later, you're going to get to the top. You get what I'm saying? But I want to say this before I leave. Once we climb that mountain and get to the top, I want all y'all to be there to enjoy this. You get what I'm saying? Because the labor and the fruits of what y'all doing for community, y'all should be blessed on that. And I'm going to always say that. I don't care what meeting I go in, what philanthropist, what donating person. I'm always gonna speak highly about making sure y'all taken care of. Because one, all y'all mothers, a lot of y'all single mothers, and y'all give back to the community, so it should be fruits for your labor. You know what I mean? Because we always blessing the people. So again, I just want us to continue to get stronger, continue to stay united. You know what I'm saying? Because we're stronger united than divided. You get what I'm saying? And we're gonna have our bad days, we're gonna have our up days, we'll have our down days. But I just want to keep the energy that we have. I want to make sure that the people that we bring on has the energy that we have. And I want us to continue to grow. As Tony would say, we're going to keep ascending, y'all. We're going to keep ascending.
Don't do my word. I swear. I swear.
We're going to keep ascending because I believe in what we're doing. And I just want to make sure that y'all also know, not only as both sides of the conversation, each one of you in here have your own individual businesses that we support and uplift. And I just want y'all to understand, not only do some of these women on here work for organizations, they also run their own business. They also are parents. Some of them are caretakers of their family members. You get what I'm saying? So don't never take like what I'm going through. These are strong women of our community, and we got to get behind them and support them, and we got to uplift them as well to make sure that the work that we do bring everybody together. I'm about bringing it together, and it's not always gonna be peaches and cream, but together we can move mountains. You know what I mean? And I want to make sure that we all move in mountains together, and that's how I'm gonna keep it. Like that's just what it's all about. And I don't know where my executive assistant is because she's very powerful and she's not up here, but I'll find out and call her later and thank her because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be organized. I wouldn't be able to get all these events. I wouldn't be able to do all of the stuff that I'm able to do without my executive assistant, Miss Asante. Y'all be trying to mess with me. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for her, and let me tell you, I just want to say this to her because I know she's not on here, but she's also powerful, a mother, have a lot of things going on, and she still makes sure that I get to the locations, I get to these meetings. Y'all believe me, I'll be on like 10 meetings at one time. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for Asani, I wouldn't be able to make all of these meetings and I wouldn't be able to move how I move because it is a lot. And they step in and do a lot of stuff that I'm not able to do because I am so busy. So I just want y'all to all know that I appreciate y'all because I've leaned on all y'all. Sakati, I've leaned on you several times last minute and you have just overshine and just excelled. I've moved you around this organization to help out. You have never like, why? This is not what I do. And this is what I'm saying about humility and compassion community. Like these women on here are phenomenal. Like everything I've asked to support community, they have done it without complaining, without pushback. Like, let me figure it out. Let's get it done. You get what I'm saying? Ayana have stepped up tremendously. Tony has, Shawnee has, Charisma has. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. All I can say is I'm honored and I'm blessed to be in the presence with all you all, working with you all every day. You all have some powerful, gifted talents. And I'm just happy to just watch like all y'all every day. I'm amazed at what y'all doing, not only to impact the people from both sides of the conversation, but your own communities, your own families. I get to watch y'all raise y'all babies and bring y'all babies up. I watch Savion in college now. I'm looking at Tony kids, Sakati's daughter, Charisma. You have a whole family over there that I get to meet and learn about them and stuff like that. So I mean, this is the blessing work. You know what I'm saying? I think one of the things that Jack said to me, Shotty, and I know I talk too much, so I'm gonna start closing my mouth, but he always talked about your legacy is what the work you've done and impact other people. He said that obituary tells your truth. And I just want to make sure that whenever God called my number and it's over, that this right here is what's more important than anything. Hearing all of the community folks saying, look, at the end of the day, there was a time in John's life that he wasn't the best person to be liked or be proud of. But with growth, maturity, opportunity, and support, this is the John that we get to put the rest of the day. And that's really what it's all about. People can say, look, man, this brother gave his last, and that's what they always go remember. Always gave love. It's not about money. I always try to make a way to impact somebody because somebody impacted me. You know what I'm saying? So when you see an Uncle Stank out there, you give him his props, you give him his homage. You get what I'm saying? When you see a Mayor Bree, you feel me, that been through the struggle to get what she is. And that's why I always tell people, like, and I agree with all people say, I forget the politics. Just understand, y'all, right now in San Francisco, California, on this day, 8:23 at 8:29, we got 3 black leaders in this city. In Oakland, we got 3 black people that's running for mayor. You get what I'm saying? Like, we have to understand and seize the moment. Across this country, greatness in the black community is happening. Okay, it's politics. You ain't gonna agree with everybody's politics. But at the end of the day, we got a black mayor in San Francisco. We got a black board president in San Francisco. You get what I'm saying? We have a black woman who's in charge of the Human Rights Commission in San Francisco. We have Dr. Sai, another powerful doctor that's impacting our community. You don't get this type of power and leadership. You don't get this. I've been in San Francisco 43 years of my life. I've never seen this type of black leadership. So you don't have to agree with their politics. You don't have to agree with every decision they make. But at the end of the day, as black folks, we got to start learning how to put some respect on our other black folks who are doing something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Our ancestors are proud right now across this country. We got black mayors all across this country. It was a time where you would get hung and killed if you even decided to get into political office.
That's
like,
right.
We can't forget that stuff. So again, we got growth to do in our community, but we got to uplift that, man. And that's just really all I want to say. And I'm still emotional right now. I still can't believe
your platform, though. Don't rush it.
Oh, this
is your platform. This is your time, but this is your time.
Let him
you are
use
the
you.
hidden gem. This is about.
Wait a minute, hold on, Shani. This is our platform, okay?
Our show.
Say it right.
Okay.
Say it right, Tony.
But you know what, community? Like, that's what we're about. We're about kindness and compassion and teamwork and leadership.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Tony. John, I do want to ask a question because when you pointed out all the things that we do, you kind of knocked me back a little, like you kind of knocked me upside the head a little bit because I do be doing too much. And what I want to know, with all of the things that you do, self-care is important. What do you do for self-care?
Well, that's the $1 million question. I don't do nothing for self-care.
Get him, Charisma.
I don't do nothing for self-care. I don't do nothing for self-care. You know why? You know why? The self-care is y'all. I get the best feeling and enjoyment of watching y'all just do what y'all do. Because when you say self-care, I know people always say you got to take time for yourself. Listen, every day you taking time for yourself. When you wake up in the morning, that's time with yourself. When you go to sleep, that's time with yourself. You get what I'm saying? That's your self-care.
But I always try to tell you to go get a massage, go to the spa.
You always tell me that.
Take a day
now,
off.
I'm gonna take your advice for that. I kind of like the massage. I got a massage. I kind of like that. I'm gonna get
because I need a massage right now. I still have a certificate and I need to use it.
But see, Charisma, what cracks me up about him, this guy, I know he need to go take him a couple of days. I know he just went on vacation, but you got to take a vacation from your vacation.
Because you be tired coming back.
You heard me.
And he didn't really vacate.
But no, and Shawnee, he need to understand he back in America. He's not really Jamaican, so we don't need him to jump on 11 jobs today. He need to go get him a massage, not one with a happy ending either.
Your executive assistant is here, John.
Oh my God, there goes my executive assistant. Where's she at? I don't see her.
Hi, John. It is 10:30 out here.
I know it's late. I know it's late. I just wanted.
I'm tired.
I just wanted to publicly acknowledge you, because you are a terrific woman, you know, and God bless you and your husband for allowing you to pick up another task. And I just want to let you know that I appreciate you, your timiness, your effectiveness, and just making sure that I'm good, checking in with me. And I just want to say I appreciate you. And I know you wear many hats as a mother, family, work, all that, and you still make sure that I'm good everywhere. So just want to say thank you. And I appreciate you. I just want you to know that publicly, that I appreciate you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you. I just love being on the team. I So happy to be a part of both sides of the conversation. So proud of your vision.
Thank you, and thank you for
Congratulations.
yes, thank you. But go get your rest. I know it's late, and just thank you. I just wanted to tell you publicly, I appreciate you, and tell your husband thank you for allowing you to help support me.
I will, and I'm continue to listen, but we're getting my
All
son in
right,
the bed.
all right. Go ahead. Thank
All
you
right,
very
love
much.
y'all.
All right, thank you.
Bye bye.
Man, see what I'm saying? Bless. And y'all see that community? It's live. Taking care of the kids, doing all this stuff. Man, I had to publicly acknowledge her because I'm telling y'all, it'd be times I'll be waking up. Y'all know I don't sleep 2 hours. So I'll be up 3, 4 in the morning and I'll be seeing emails flying from Asadi early in the morning. I'll be like, whoa, she up at this time working? A lot of y'all. Charisma, Yana, we don't see no Yana get her sleep. She a true Leo. She like, I'm going to sleep. Y'all to be like, I'm going to sleep. But I just appreciate just appreciate y'all all. I mean, this was a true surprise tonight. Just to see the whole team here, to see the videos. Like y'all always wow me. That was a wow moment, man. I mean, like I gotta go back and just like relive this. Y'all, I gotta go back and relive this. I'm gonna go back
It's
and
not
watch
over
this
because we're
tonight.
gonna celebrate. We gotta
I
celebrate.
know we gotta celebrate, yeah. But I mean, this just real, man. And it's always hard for me to take acknowledgement from things because I'm very humbled in that way. But I'm just hecka appreciative of my team, man, and just the community, like the community that support us. The community that support us. Like a lot of this wouldn't even happen without our community, folks. So I want to give a huge shout out to our both sides of the conversation family. We are large. We are powerful. Listen, we had our both sides of the conversation hat thanks to Derek Tolliver in Africa. Okay, people in Africa know about both sides of the conversation. I mean, our reach has been great. I just was talking to some people, and let me just tell y'all, I was going through the airport. Everywhere I go, I have my both sides of the conversation. Everybody was like, "What's both sides of the conversation? What's that all about?" You know what I mean? So, like, I mean, people just be tapping in. I mean, so many people was like, "I'm gonna follow you." I mean, we was connecting with people in Jamaica. It was crazy. So shout out to my folks out there because I know somebody from Jamaica watching because I told them we go live on Tuesday. And we had a great time out there just really um absorbing just the energy of the people, man. Like our people are powerful, man. You talking about making a way out of no way, man. I'm like, man, they down here out here just doing it in their own way. And I was like, man, this is deep, and that's their richness. They got something that's theirs, man. But we got to do a better job. We got to support them. When we was down there, there's a lot of different folks coming buying up Jamaica, Indian, Asian, different folks coming in there. And like, I'm like, man, this is our land. Like, we gotta support these people and make sure that we keep at least something as we could say as black folks. But it's nice when you see black everything. It's like going to Atlanta. You see black police, black everybody. You know what I mean? And that's cool. So all I know is I had a great time. I had a rough time getting back, but I had a great time. And I just want to say thank you all for just holding down the fort. I seen so many emails. I was like, whoa, wait a second. Are they really emailing? Are they really emailing? I ain't never seen so many emails when I was gone. I was like, oh, they are really emailing. I'm proud of y'all because I was getting some stuff done. And so I
We
appreciate
wasn't
all y'all.
playing.
I know. I was looking. I was like, wait a second. Wait, is this another email going?
We held it
So,
down, and your
yeah,
president
y'all,
is back on, and
yeah.
your deputy director. They was holding.
Yeah,
We held
I
it
saw
down.
the email. I saw the emails. It was a proud moment for me, man. It was just like, man, I really felt I think I was telling, I don't know if it was charisma, but I was telling somebody like, I really want to get to a point where I can kind of do other things that we really need for our organization. And it's hard to do that when you got all this stuff going on. So it was just great to see all of y'all working and maneuvering and making sure stuff still moved. Um, that was beautiful. And Shani just stepping in and it just, that's the thing, being uncomfortable. I mean, that's what this work is, right? A community need. You just be uncomfortable. You step in and do what you got to do, and that's just kind of a testament to y'all, especially to our young folks. Shout out to Devin and Deja, all of them. Like they repping too. They doing stuff for community. Like that's why I be telling people, there's a lot of people behind the scenes that y'all don't see that really make what goes on that y'all see here at both sides of the conversation happen. Especially our youth team. They are doing some amazing stuff. You know, doing things. And look, I see Lynette over there. She's part of our team. Just different folks. Like, it takes a lot of people to do this. So I'm excited. And I know Lynette's going to be working on youth mental health stuff with this organization. So when y'all talk about what's coming, look out for some youth mental health stuff that we're working on. So I'm just excited to see what the future brings. I'm just hoping that we get to that point at our 5 years where we have a location and we could really celebrate our 5 years together, because I think we're gonna do some great stuff. I mean, just the minds that we have here on where we could go with Tony and Charisma and Tiana and Yana, just really utilizing our skill sets and really envisioning what we could make possible. Like there's a lot of opportunities with this platform. I know from day one, Shawnee was like, there's so much stuff we could do to impact the youth. Tiana seen it. And, we get to impact everybody, and I'm just so happy to have y'all, because y'all take a lot of pressure off of me. T and Shawnee, with y'all event planning. Like, I've missed so many meetings, but it's just to have y'all, I know y'all got it. It's just, phenomenal. So thank you all. I mean, this is I never thought that I would be a hidden gem on my own hidden gem show. So that's, y'all did that. Y'all caught me off guard. I'm like, what's going on? I'm trying to like get in the studio and everybody's like, don't come. What the heck is going on?
It was definitely hard to keep you out of our business, okay?
And he snuck in.
We had to make community. We had to make up a fake production sheet, y'all. We had to put
a whole show
guests on there. We had to kick him off the stream line, because he likes to be on time. So
we in the group chat like, why don't he mind his business?
Why don't he mind his business?
But it is his business,
right?
I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, I'm like, we got to start in a minute. Like, what's going on? Like, I'm rushing, trying to get to the.
I'm telling you, I'm just gonna do the announcements again this week. I mean, today. You like, don't get comfortable. This is your job now.
But again,
Tony was like, gonna be okay. He gonna be okay. Don't say nothing.
I was like, don't worry about it. He'll be all right. He'll be all right. He'll be all right. But that's the thing about working in a platform like this. You give us the ability to create, and you trust our vision. And a lot of companies, we got to go to work and not be ourselves. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't got to switch up to the Karen voice here. I can just be authentic. And it's so rare that I have the opportunity to be like that, because I have to be a mother and I have to be a certain way. I got to go work on corporate and I got to be a certain way. I never get to just be myself. And having a platform like this is what's, special to our hearts. And community, we can use you. We can use you. There's plenty of space for everyone. You want to be a part of this platform? Tap in with us. Go watch our past shows. Subscribe to all of our social medias. Come and be a hidden gem, or just nominate somebody to be a hidden gem. Or if you have an ideal about our show, so we could keep growing and growing, because like John said, it ain't nothing like being around your people that understand you, your people that know what the struggle is. And that's all we about right here at both sides of the conversation.
Let's hear some final words from our Madam President of the Board. She came back on.
I was cooking and I was burning up my food, so I had to leave y'all for a moment. So, John, we're just very happy to be a part of this organization. We're looking forward to the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years plus. The organization is doing amazing things. You set it up in a wonderful way. You spent a lot of money, invested a lot of time and money, you can tell, with the policies and procedures. And we just need people to put those things into action. So if those of you out there are watching this show and this show touched your heart, and you enjoy watching both sides of the conversation, and you have a business or you're doing something great in the community that you would like to share, or you have something that you would like to teach, or if you have a conversation that you would like to discuss, our platform is available to you Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Or if you would just like to write a check to both sides of the organization to donate and contribute to the work that we do in the community, that would also be greatly appreciated. So thank you all for watching. Please continue to like, subscribe, follow all of our social media platforms. And I hope you guys have a wonderful night. That's all that I have to say. Go ahead, team.
John. Oh, well, look forward to our Youth Sunday show. This Sunday, our youth will be kicking off a new segment of growing up in the West and moving to the South. So that's what their segment is about. But also, we will be kicking off some campaigns, fundraising campaigns. So, stay tuned, stay connected to our website as well as our social media platforms for our campaigns and our fundraisers. So you guys can get involved and help us raise money to build our platform, build our capacity, and continue to support our youth as well as our organization. John?
John, may I say something really quick before you close it out?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't know, my screen is messed up, but go ahead.
I really believe that our community has to start looking at our community and understanding that it is our job to make sure that our community's needs are met through our hands, through our work, through our breath, through our tears, through our sweat. And we cannot do that without the resources of the community. We're not asking you to break out the tithes and offering pans, but when you see an organization that is doing work that affects you and the rest of the community, you need to go on ahead and break bread with volunteering. If you have skills and you know that we can use those skills or another organization can use those skills, donate. That is also a tithe. That is also an offering. Give your time. If you have the money to give your money. And remember, it's a 501c3 organization, so you get a tax write-off. And I don't know about you, but I always need a tax write-off. So at the end of the day, it is our job to make sure that our communities are all fed, our community's mental health is all looked at and dealt with, that we are out here on these highways and byways making sure our youth lives to see another day, not out in a penitentiary, not in a jail, not in the face of the popo or anything like that. It's our job. So when you have someone like John Henry who was going to the jails where most of y'all won't go, you need to start helping with that. If you have it in your heart to go to juvenile with him, do it. A woman can't teach a boy to be a man, but a man can impart in a boy what a man is. So give to that. Give your time, give your resources, but help. Our community-based organizations need more help than you could even think of. And, if we're small, it's hard for us to get the grant money. They give it to the bigger organizations that don't look like us. So again, we take the stuff that fold, the stuff that roll, but most importantly, we appreciate your time, your compassion, and your energy. We like the boots on the ground, boots on the ground. So let's stop saying, and like this is what my granny used to say, y'all. I don't know about the white man, but the light man want his money. So we can't keep blaming the white man for everything going on if we are not going to give to our organizations and help our organizations and our community and our children. It is our responsibility. We can't wait on anybody else to do it. We can't. It's not their responsibility. So instead of talking about Pootie Poo and Ray Nim, get out there and mentor them. Get out there and donate your time to the Boys and Girls Club. In fact, get your 501c3 and start a Boys and Girls Club, because there can never be enough of them. And that's my challenge to everyone. Brother John, I want to leave you with this, and please close out when you're ready. But I pray that you are blessed. I pray that prosperity follows you to the very ends of this earth. I pray that favor is your best friend and never leaves your sight. And I thank God that every crooked way before you has been made straight. I thank him that everyone who was trying to hinder you, that he has already spoken to them, and they will not sleep until they stop being a hindrance to your plan. I thank him that everybody who was against you, he's already removed them, and that he continues to bring to you everything that you stand in need of, the things that you haven't spoken to anyone about, that he brings it to fruition. And I thank him that everything that you have toiled for everything that has been stolen from you, he has given it back to you tenfold. And anything and anyone who wants to come against you, they can't do it because they can't contend with God. So, brother, blessings, grace, mercy, favor, and prosperity be with you, your household, and everyone connected to you, brother. Blessings, King.
Man, that's what's up. Can y'all hear me? Because I can't see myself. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
We can see you and hear you.
Well, I can't see myself. So this is the weirdest thing. They did mess up my laptop during transporting. So I got to get a new laptop because it's messed up. But if y'all can see me, because I can't see myself, just want to say again, thank you, community, for tuning in tonight for Hidden Gems. This show is very powerful. Okay. Again, this show is really for our Black and Brown community. Businesses, if you have a small business or a business out there that you want to promote, you want to make sure that our Black and Brown community patronize your business, you need to sign up and come on and be a Hidden Gem so we can talk about your business and get our community to get behind you and support you as well. This segment is for all of you Hidden Gems out there, the people that's in the community doing positive things to impact our community, change the narrative in our community. This platform is for you. This Hidden Gem segment is for you. Please, community, nominate that teacher, that policeman, that fireman, whoever out there that you know that is doing something positive. I don't care what city, what state they in. We want our people to know who they are. We want to give them their flowers while they living. Too many times in our community, we hear about all the great things that folks do when they're going away, passed away, laid in that casket. We want to make sure that we acknowledge them, give them their flowers and their roses while they're here tonight. I am excited. I got flowers tonight, okay? This was my flowers tonight while I'm living. I'm emotional in tears almost. Thank you, team, for acknowledging the work that I'm doing for the community. It is very, very honorable, and I'm very humble and thankful for you all. But this Sunday, okay, this Sunday, we go past Thursday because I'm excited about this Sunday, our youth conversation, okay? This is a great conversation that our community needs to hear. Too many times, our parents are shipping our kids off to college. Like, hey, you grown now, get out the house, go to college, go on down there and figure it out. This is a great opportunity to hear from our young folks, okay, that's going to college. They have transitioned from the Bay Area, from the West Coast, and now they are now in the South, living on their own in school. We want to hear to them. We're going to ask a lot of questions about what's impacting them. How has the transition been? Okay, because a lot of times we send our kids to school and we forget about, like, they got struggles. It's real, right? So how can we support them as community folks as well? So looking forward to this Sunday conversation. This Sunday conversation for our youth, just so everybody don't get confused, starts at 3 p.m. Our normal Sunday conversation starts at 2 p.m., but whenever we have youth conversation, it starts at 3 p.m. So make sure this Sunday at 3 p.m., okay, you guys tune in. And then next week, I'm holding down because Tony going to be on the go. I heard she's going on vacation. I see some emails. Tony's leaving us. So that means...
Okay, it's not vacation, though. Let's back it up.
It's vacation.
Tony going to LA to get on the big stage.
She's going to work. She's going to work.
So she's working.
Tony be everywhere working. But I'm going to be crying, calling, trying to make sure that I get Ayana, somebody to come on and co-host with me. Y'all know, Ayana, she steps up and do what she do. So you'll have somebody here with me. We'll be holding it down while Tony's on vacation. But y'all know, every time Tony go, everybody's crying. They call me, where's Pretty Tony at? You didn't kick Pretty Tony off the show. Where's Tony at? I'm like, Tony gone, y'all. She gonna be back. She gonna be back. Y'all love Pretty Tony. But y'all don't even know. Ayana's a gem. She'll be co-hosting, helping out as well. We'll be trying to get Ayana for more and more segments as well. She's one of our co-hosts and our leaders of our production team. We got some phenomenal people coming out. I got some phone calls while I was gone. Some other people want to come support. So things are moving. But just want to say thank you all. This Thursday, we have an Educational Thursday presentation. I haven't got the details, who it is and what's going on. But this Thursday, make sure y'all tune in for our Educational Thursday. Y'all know every Thursday we are trying to make sure we get different professional folks with different professional backgrounds to come on our platform and do a PowerPoint presentation to help educate our community. Because y'all know sometimes things be going on in this world and our community just don't be knowing about it, okay? So we try to bring those folks on to give y'all the jewels and give y'all the sauce and the information that y'all need so that we can keep ascending in our community. We can keep doing the things that we need in our community to build generational wealth, get out of debt, mental health. Like, those are the type of presentations that we have. So I'm excited. I'll let y'all know about that. But tomorrow I'll be back working with my youth up there at San Francisco Juvenile Hall. So I'll be in with them tomorrow. I got a lot of stuff that I got to deal with personally from this accident. But community, thank you for the prayers. Okay, none of this would have been able to happen with all of the prayers from you all, making sure that I got back. And it was a bad thing because I couldn't do what I want to do in Jamaica, but I still was able to get there. So thank you all for continuing to look out for me and praying for me and keep me in your prayers. Because again, life happened, things happen, and sometimes I can't fight it all. I got to just throw my hands up and let God and let the community do what they do to impact the word. But we will be moving first and forward with this organization. Okay, y'all are going to see more of both sides of the conversation. We got the new district attorney in San Francisco who is coming to the Bayview Opera House. Okay, we'll be out there to make sure that we ask the questions for community. So you're going to see us. We got a number of events. We are doing a violence prevention summit this weekend. We'll be working with some of the folks at Booker T. Washington. We got a Harvest Day Festival coming up. We have a number of things coming up in September. I know it's football season, but we're going to have some good shows for y'all to tune in after the football games go off. So as we approach
Dallas.
Huh?
Go Cowboys!
Did you just say Cowboys on my show?
Dallas Cowboys, let's go!
This is what I got to deal with. Cowboys, man. Okay,
silver and blue.
But again, we got a lot of great things coming up, and collectively, as we work together with this team to bring more programming to the community. If you would like to give us any suggestions, what you would like to see, please submit that information to info@bsotc.org. We would like to know. We're trying new things. I know people are out of COVID, back in the community. We're trying to keep a hybrid model because I know some folks like these shows because they can go back on YouTube, watch them at their leisure. Okay, but then there's people in the community want us in the community. So we're trying to figure out how to keep a great balance where we can be in the community as well doing our shows here. We have to keep our shows here because this is our messaging. This is our information. This is where the conversations happen. This is where our people know what's going on at. So we have to keep this going. But we're going to find some ways to do some different things to help impact community. We have some homeless fees things that's going to be coming up. We're going to be start planning. Thanks to this amazing queen here, Ayana, we're going to kick off. We're going to feed some people around this Bay Area and beyond, okay? Because we ain't stopping here. Like, I got people calling me already talking about, John, won't y'all bring your team out here and come feed some people in my community? So we're going to be blessing Black folks, okay? We got some amazing opportunities coming up. We just going to keep grinding. If you would like to be a part of what we're doing and you like the energy and the people that's here, come on and tap out. We can find something for you to do to help impact community. Again, none of this happened without this amazing team of folks that you all don't get to see all the time behind the scenes because y'all see me and I know y'all tired of me, but it's some amazing folks that are doing some amazing things to impact community. So just want to say thank you all again for tuning in. I am still just in awe that my team actually just did this for me. Like it's something about when you don't know and you see something and just like, oh man. So y'all caught me, y'all got me. I don't get too many aha moments, but tonight was definitely an aha moment. Thank you, Shani. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Ayana. Thank you, Sakati. Thank you to the whole both sides of the conversation team. I don't want to forget anybody.
And our admin team.
And John, yes, we want to say thank you to Angela. Even though she wasn't present, she was definitely had her hands on this behind the scenes. So shout out to Angela for helping put this together. That's what teamwork make the dream work.
She don't like to be on the face of the thing, but she be in the back seat making things happen. So thank you, Angela. We appreciate you. We love you. And you get what I'm saying? Like y'all just don't know. Y'all move me. See? So now y'all just gave me another breath of life. So when y'all ask me how I do this, just seeing y'all just light me up now, I'm just like, I'm back to it. I done already snapped out of that mode and I'm back ready to grind and make sure that, we go hard for y'all and, we just go keep doing it. So community, please continue to support us. We need all the financial support that we can get from community, our philanthropists, our founders out there. Y'all see something that y'all like, help us. We trying to get an office. We trying to get a location. And y'all can come in here. Y'all can be on interviews in the building with us. Don't y'all want to sit
next to Pretty Tony?
Right, no one's on payroll. We're all volunteers.
Come on. Y'all can sit next to Ayana. Don't y'all want a studio where y'all can come meet these great people in the studio, live in the studio? That's our vision. That's where we're trying to go. We're going to keep grinding until we get there. We want to be able
we're not on payroll.
We ain't on payroll yet. But with God's will, it's God's will. And I know we're going to get there. And I would love to have that studio atmosphere where we can have our different mayors across this country come, our governors, our elected officials, our community organizers. When stuff is happening in our community, we can just bring people in our studio and be like, what's up, y'all? Like, this is what, but we're going to get there, right? Because we know We speak everything into fruition, and none of this happens without the great minds and people that are here and the networking. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody on here knows somebody, and through that knowing somebody, we're gonna get to where we need to go. And yes, it takes time, and that's fine. I like to step and stand, step and stand, step and stand. But we will get to the top of them steps one of these days, because somebody out there gonna say, you know what, them both sides of the conversation, folks, they cool as hell, and they are really about the people, and we need to give them some money so they can go on and bless the people. Because
that's right. It's gonna happen. Thank you so much, community, again for tapping in. You could have been anywhere else on a Tuesday night, but you started to stay here with the both sides of the conversation. Again, tap in and just know true fulfillment comes from helping one another. Keep ascending. Come back Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. We love you, community.
Wait up. Before we end the show, I got to hear from Ayana, because my Leo Queen, I ain't heard nothing. Say something to the people, Ayana.
I'm just happy for this wonderful celebration of you, John. Like everyone said, you are just the man, you are the king. And I just appreciate the fact that I've been given the opportunity to work with you. So like Tony said, keep ascending, brother. And I cannot wait to see what God is going to do for you. Because I already know both sides is about to go, sky is the limit. But I know for John, God just has his hand on you, John. Your heart is so pure. And when your heart is pure like that, God's got you. And
That's
so the
right.
sky is the limit. So I'm praying for God's blessings and covering over you. And again, just thank you for allowing me to be here and to share this platform.
Man, I'm thankful to walk on the side of you. You are a very powerful woman, all y'all. And I just thank y'all for just trusting me, let me walk with y'all through y'all journeys of life, and just being open and vulnerable to just grow. And I just love that I'm always open to y'all ideals. So I appreciate y'all giving y'all constructive criticism. Y'all give y'all opinions, and I just appreciate all what y'all do. Sakati as well, So hey, all I can say is I love y'all. Look at Unc. I got Unc watching tonight. Y'all know I'm special. I see my guy, Unc. Unc. What's up, Unc? Tracy Haynes out there. That's my guy, Unc. Y'all don't know Unc been grinding for the young folks at Juvenile for about 35 years, 40 years probably. Unc probably got 42 years. But he retired, and he's still doing stuff to impact the community. Shout out to Unc. I didn't even know Unc was watching. What's up, Unc? Love you, Unc. But with that being said, Tony, I hear that the kids is getting frustrated. They hungry. So I'm going to let you get out of here. I know y'all got things to do tomorrow. I'm going to hold y'all up. Thank y'all for what y'all did tonight. This really means the world to me. I'm going to cherish this forever. I'm going to watch it again. I'm not going to sleep tonight. I'm going to watch it all again.
And, he going to cry later, y'all. He going to cry later, y'all. He going to cry.
I see y'all. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Shani. Thank you, Ayana, Sakati, the rest of our both sides of the conversation team. Thank you to my family. Thank you, my grandbaby. Love you. Can't wait to see you. I just got back. But thank you all for tuning in, community. We love you, and hope to see y'all this Thursday. And for sure, we hope to see y'all Sunday to support our youth for the youth conversation at 3 p.m. All right. With that being said, good night now. Bear well. I'm back now. I'm back on U.S. soil, and it's going down. Love y'all all. See y'all on Thursday. Have a great evening, everybody.
Love and happiness, community.
Good night.